Hello and welcome to Courtesy Flush. Tonight, why do I always do that? I'm like at the beginning. Why can't I just be as apathetic as I am in real life? Hi, welcome to Courtesy Flush.
How long has it been now? Has it been 2 years?
2 years?
Of streaming?
Longer than that before Courtesy Flush, but yeah.
For Courtesy Flush?
For Courtesy Flush, yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
Yes, but before that, this channel has been on since like 2010.
So I think you kind of basically have your sign-ons and your sign-offs.
Hey everybody, it's your boy.
Yeah.
What would be a ham shanks?
Today we're gonna
teach
you how to make soup stock using the waste
Today I'm going to show you how to reupholster your whole couch.
Don't throw out that rotisserie chicken. You can boil it up pretty good.
And also joining us,
add some vegetables.
We have the crew over here who can also hear us. Music off. Sorry.
My name is Mr. Tex of the Blind Pound Libra.
This is Blake Lulu. And we also have Mr. Diggs, who's he's a guy and also possibly, he's really a bear, but, you know, we have to pretend he's a man because he'll eat us. And then we have Goat, who's going to be running the game for us.
Of course I am.
Yeah, and he's going to hurt us. And that's probably...
You're going to ask for more.
And we also have Deputy, who's here as well. And if you guys don't... Yeah. Hi, I'm Deputy.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
No, there he is. I was like, hey, look, there's Deputy. And the interesting thing, too, is that if you guys don't know Deputy, you will soon, because he'll be in an upcoming video over on BPL during Christmas Dump. What day would that be?
Let me check the lineup.
Yeah, so you'll get to see that. There's gonna be a whole bunch of playthroughs with him, and
Deputy. All right, for the people out there in it who are actually give a shit interested. The episode in question is entitled Far Cry 5 with an Actual Cop, Episode 1, and it is on December 23rd at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America, planet Earth, Sol System.
No, I go off solar time, which is a 47-hour day because the transit of Mercury is equal to...
Oh my god, that's such a Scorpio thing to say, honestly. All right,
Mercury's in retrograde, guys.
Anyway, so we're going to be playing Shadowrun, and just a quick little background on Shadowrun and how much I've played. 0. So this will be my first time ever actually playing it. I don't know about you, Mike. How much have you played?
I've just played the harebrained video games.
The video games.
And so I'm half familiar with the environment, but as far as the actual role playing game goes, I've never played.
And any of you guys, I'm sure you guys have played a little bit.
I need to make an interjection.
I attempted.
Michael, excellent FDR. I just have to.
Excellent NPR voice, you said?
No, FDR blank. FDR, like Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Delano.
Oh, it's with my blanket.
Yeah. Oh, right.
It's a fireside chat.
Like, all we have to fear are the communists on the moon.
It's funny, that side of the house is actually like super cold because we have what's called a cold air return. And it's supposed to take cold air to the basement, but since it's so cold out, it's just putting cold air into the house. It's very counterintuitive.
Engineering.
I know. So let's open over to the 420 thing and see what's happening here. Looks like all of our characters are kind of going to the thing. Mr. Goat's going to explain the whole story behind it, and while he's doing that, I'm going to pull up some Shadowrun.
Don't you buy?
No.
I need the whole story.
Fuck you.
I need immersion.
Oh, by the way, there was a very insightful comment on my channel, Mike, that answered one of our questions on the BattleTech art stream.
Oh, yeah?
Why does all that art look like D&D that they redid to fit in BattleTech? There was a guy who had an answer.
Oh, what's the answer?
They were creating the first edition of Shadowrun at the same time. And so that was the same artist working at FASA, and he was doing a lot of Shadowrun art. And they were like, "Can you make some BattleTech art?" And he probably just said, "Yeah," and changed the background and sent it over.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense. Because, yeah, we've been saying, like, why does this look like D&D? And yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so I should be able to hear music now.
Yeah, I can't hear the music.
Well, I'm talking about on our end.
I can't
Okay.
hear the laughter.
I don't know if this is good. I'm just going to pick Shadowrun Returns soundtrack, I guess.
It's not a bad soundtrack, but I mean, like, any of the Deus Ex soundtracks would also work. in
Oh, I'm going to do that.
That's a good idea.
Fuck yeah. I love that.
Vangelis.
I am
Yeah.
all
Any-
Shadowrun soundtracked out.
Yeah, because the Shadowrun soundtrack's okay, but Vangelis,
Excellent.
anything from Blade Runner, or anything from any of the Deus Ex games is gonna be the shit.
Dude, I love Deus Ex 1 soundtrack. The mod plug is really a unique sound. Anyway.
All right, I'm going to run you the intro.
Sounds good.
Food Fight 4.0.
It is the 41st millennium.
No, but I'm going to read this one verbatim. What's up, chummer? The streets of Seattle are dim and hungry, and so are our famished runners. Bit of poor planning has led them to the only 24-hour joint in town, Stuffer Shack, the den of dehydrated delicacies, the vault of varicose victuals. Unfortunately for our hungry heroes, the Stuffer Shack is about to host a most disturbing assassination attempt.
That's it.
It's a great equalizer. It'll stop the troll the size of a car as easily as the smallest dwarf or the thinnest elf. It ain't a weapon, spell, or even a dragon. It's hunger. When it's time to eat, you just gotta get the stuffers into your stomach before you go berserk. What are stuffers? Well, they used to be called junk food or munchies or, things that are probably gonna kill you a couple years down the line. But they're probably just as good for you as Nutrisoy or krill filler, regardless of what those ads from the Nutrition Council say. When the pangs hit and there's only one place to go, especially when the sun rises in a couple hours, you can only go one place. The place that everyone loves to hate and hates to love. Stuffer Shack.
That was excellent.
All right,
Good job.
so we're
I don't want to go there because that sounds horrible, but that was excellent.
Well,
Yeah, but this is normal. This level
This
of
is normal.
horrible is normal here. Like,
oh no,
okay.
this is like one of the.
You realize it's
Okay.
it's basically Sheets.
I know.
how
Sheets,
dare
Sheets
you,
is a,
sir? Sheets is a national treasure.
it
All right.
is.
Much as like bickering over corporate loyalty is a very Shadowrunner thing to do, let's get to the game. So it's about 3 a.m. in the northern part of Renton, one of the kind of generic residential districts of the Seattle Metroplex. It's
Alright.
3 a.m. All the businesses are closing. You're hungry as hell. So who wants to go first as we begin your quest, your journey of 1,000 steps
I thought
to
we
a
were
fucking Stuffer
Chicago.
Shack?
Only 1,000?
All right. My character is gonna walk in, and as he normally does, to let people know that he means business in his standard way. He's going to hold on. I gotta make sure this is uploaded. All right. So yeah, he's got his pistol, not in the hand. He just has it in the waistband, and he opens the coat just to show anyone who walks by. Guess what?
All right.
I'm going.
So
in
the
here.
greeter just kind of boredly glances up from the counter. Welcome to Stuffer Shack. Stuff your face for half the cash, and he doesn't notice the pistol.
Well, of course, it's not for him. This is the plumage of the Russian mafia. And the idea is to show everyone who might be thinking that it would be time to take from this man that which you can with a pistol, much like a urban ATM, that this man will fucking kill you or die trying.
All right. None of the customers notice you. It's pretty dead as you walk in, and just some horrific soul-draining jingles fill the store in AR. Do you have sound filters on your earbuds?
I don't think so.
All right, then you're subjected to this horrific music. Do you have an image link active and you're seeing shit in augmented reality?
Mr. Go, tell me how to find that on my character sheet.
Go to your gear. There should be, check your glasses or whatever. There should be image link. Yeah, if you're wearing your glasses, you have image link, which means you can see an augmented reality. So instead of the drab, unpainted drywall, you can see a bunch of colorful, tacky neon displays. There's a bunch of fluorescent lights that leach away color to make everything else a dull, uniform gray, indicating that you have arrived at the home of synth alcohol, soy cap, porno sim chicks, Holo Hio 3D greeting cards, pneumatic fluid for your bike, cheap fetish trinkets for magical wannabes, soy grits, and a full line of stuffers with no redeeming nutritional or social value. Yep. The good old Stuffer Shack, home to the smell you can't recognize and probably don't want to, and thousands of new yen worth of stomach rotting chow. As an added benefit, it's open 24/7, 365. Store clerks flipping through a holozine, just kind of watching around. There's this young couple that's making out noisily over here, stuffing some cans into their jackets, and there's this other guy over here by the ice cream stand, just looking around, opening the locker, peeling off the lids, tasting the ice cream and putting it back.
Can I make a check to make sure that Scott Brown is not in the building?
Give me a perception visual check or a knowledge check for whatever you have that's appropriate to that.
Okay, macros. Here we go. Oh my god.
All right, Scott Brown is a legitimate corporation, so you don't have a knowledge skill for him.
Oh. I'm just
or
saying.
you can run a data search to see if this property is under Scott Brown Realty.
All right, I hate to be the first person who's going to ask this, but I know I'm not going to be the last. How the fuck am I doing this?
Go to the skills tab in your Chummer file. Go to show all active skills rating greater than 0. Scroll down until you find data search, and that tells you what your dice pool is and the big bold number.
All right, 1 second. Everybody out there in chat is just like, God.
No,
Right.
it's okay. Everyone's just talking about the bathroom is filthy. When's the next Tex Talks Battletech? The guy is related to Discount Dan. Wraith says go with Sawyerman.
So Zach basically just walks
cheap.
in and starts running a Google search to see if Scott Brown runs this Stuffer Shack.
Well,
Who wants to
in
go
case you have a
next?
throwdown, you don't want to have a problem with Scott fucking Brown. All I have is area knowledge Seattle. What?
You go to data search.
Oh, data search.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you can run. You can roll area knowledge Seattle too, because that's but you need a lot of hits for something specific like this.
Yeah, it looks like you get a 5 in data search.
Yep.
I'll head in.
Are you going to roll them D's?
Yeah, I need to know what to do next, Goat. I haven't played this in like a decade.
Just click on the macro for roll and just put your full dice pool, and then keep hitting enter,
Okay, cool.
or just roll 5d6 if you want to be a troglodyte.
I am a troglodyte.
Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right, so
Boom.
Wow.
you got a critical glitch.
Damn.
So basically, as you scroll through it, as you just go through the searches, you accidentally download a realty ad saying that Scott, get Scott Brown protection for free and enlarge your penis, and your comlink starts acting up and just flooding your senses in AR. So while you're looking at your glasses, you're seeing just a bunch of like, Scott Brown, motherfucker, get the fuck down! I have a showing. Appearing over and over, overlapping.
Oh my god!
Just filling your. You're seeing a bunch of holographic, overlapping images of Scott Brown pointing a gun at you and telling you to get the fuck out. He has a showing.
Oh god! Yeah,
just
Zach
restart.
is looking terrified, perhaps reliving a bad previous life experience.
Reboot your computer, and then as it's starting up, hit F8 to go into safe mode. And then
Or just take off your AR shades and take off your earbuds, and you'll stop perceiving.
I'm gonna
things.
try to
All
make
right.
it cool while I do it.
Yeah. All right. You can now only perceive meat space, like a caveman. All right. So if you want to look cool while doing it, that's a composure check, which for you is 5 dice. So roll that.
You got it.
Critical glitch because you suck. You basically you panic and you drop your shades and you accidentally step on them, crushing them. Delete them from your character sheet.
You're really cool, dude.
I'm very cool.
Those were 375 Nubian worth of shades.
I'm just gonna weep quietly off the camera.
All right, you find a corner to go weep quietly. All right, who wants to go next? Who wants to run their intro?
I think Michael said he wanted to.
I'll go in.
All right, Michael. You wake up in a dirty alleyway, wearing a tank top, some pants, and you feel something heavy around you. It's an armor jacket. In front of you, you can see a large briefcase.
I click open the briefcase.
All right, the briefcase contains a sleek machine pistol with a folded up stock, which you know is a Cheska Black Scorpion, a stun baton, a large serrated knife, and a comlink with a SIM that reads Patrick Boulat. There's also a cred stick, a data chip, a med kit, a box of 50 rounds for stick and shock and regular ammo for your Cheska, some contact lenses, glasses, earbuds, and the novelty chicken mask.
Oh no!
As I'm going through the briefcase, I'm wondering, like, I don't know where this came from, but my hands are just like they're picking them up and they're putting them in different pockets. Like the machine pistol goes into a concealed holster, so this is a stun baton. I start putting the contacts in. I half just through muscle memory, I'm just putting these things on and
That's right.
And I keep the mask in the briefcase for now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it will be a backpack, not a briefcase. Anyway,
backpack. Okay.
You also see, as you go through your comm link, you see that it says that your home address is in a place called the Plastic Jungles in Redmond. And also, you're hungry. Kind of by instinct, you tap in the nearest food place that's open, and it leads you to a stuffer shack 2 blocks down the road.
Hey, right on the way. So I'll stop in, grab a bite to eat, and then head over to the.
All right, Zach. You kind of glance to the back, and you see this really tall, imposing man walk in with an armor jacket. He looks vaguely confused, but very purposeful.
Confused but purposeful.
Yes. And he doesn't have any visible cyberware that you can see, but there's something very cold about this man.
Okay. I'm going to give him. I want to give him a healthy dose of Russian stink eye.
Oh.
All right, Litterman, what are you trying to buy in this stuffer shack?
I'm half like trying to satiate the hunger, but I also just I feel like I have a little bit of anxiety, and I want to find something familiar. So I'm just looking over things.
I'll be right back.
Okay, you instinctively find yourself walking to aisle 11. Right here, and you start looking through the snack cakes, and you see, oh, they have your favorite Crunch Munch, and then you start to wonder, wait, how do you remember what your favorite is, and how you even know what a snack cake is? And you kind of zonk out in this existential crisis for a few seconds. All right, who wants to go next?
I'm up.
All right, Heels, what the hell are you doing outside of your home district at 3 in the morning?
Well, obviously, I'm resupplying my first aid supplies.
Oh, okay.
I arrive on my completely legal to take on leisurely rides dock wagon, and I head and it's
yes,
I have the sound on because I don't know how to turn off the siren, but I enjoy that kind of thing. So it's like everyone hears wee woo wee woo.
Welcome to Stuffer Shack. Stuff your face for half the cash.
I open the door with my belly bump, and I walk right over to aisle 6,
sir.
and I go, ah! And I go over to aisle 6, and I start grumbling through the first aid supplies.
All right. Okay, who's next?
I'll go in next.
All right, MC, what are you doing here at this time of night, at this part of the city, localized entirely near this Stuffer Shack?
I just got off work. I was working late in the evening. quote air quotes working, really kind of just looking for opportunities while sitting on the clock. And I'm going into the Stuffer Shack to get my favorite meal that I like to take home and enjoy in my privacy, which is boxed wine.
They don't sell a whole lot of food in the Barrens, so fair enough. What kind of food are you going for?
Oh, my favorite of all, boxed wine. So how familiar am I with this area, would you say?
You know it by memory, and you can navigate them with eyes closed at any Stuffer Shack in the city. You know because you've been to most of them.
Okay, so I'm going to go over to the wine cooler area, which I'm going to say is this little green area back here.
All right. So, Mr. Officer, your favorite hangout spot, what was it called? The Mon Hing, this really cheap Chinese restaurant and bar, is closing up. The manager, Wan Tu, says, "Thank you for coming, but we close now. No more food."
Well, I'm drunk enough. I've got to eat, but I'm also broke like a McDonald's
I
ice
return
cream
my
machine.
apology.
So I'm gonna go browse the dog food.
All right. So you stumble into the Stuffer Shack thing. The guy says, "Welcome to Stuffer Shack. Stuff your face for half the cash." And in AR, you look up and you see a little flashing knight symbol that says, "Proudly declares that this area is under jurisdiction of Naresar."
I was gonna say, like, how poor is Deputy's character that he's going straight to the dog food?
He has 375 Nuyen to his name and 2 months of rent paid off, and no job.
And 5,000 in debt to my former employer.
Yes, no, 7,500 in debt to your former employer.
It's funny that dog food is actually cheaper in this universe because in my experience it usually isn't.
Yeah, okay, so you go to the dog food aisle and you go to the dog food aisle and you see that there's already a couple in like really tight white leather rocker gear, and they're furiously making out and shoplifting some of the dog food into their coats. You really want to arrest them, but then you remember you don't have jurisdiction here. Also, you're not legally a cop, even if you have a fake license for one, so if you try to book them, even in Lone Star jurisdiction, you might run into problems.
Yeah.
Where's the amphetamines?
Amphetamines? Check the fucking aisle guide.
Yeah, there's the amphetamine aisle.
It's like, sorry, sir, we don't deal in restricted gear here, unfortunately. You can send all feedback, questions, compliments, complaints to Stuffer Shack customer support.
I'm just picking at my teeth with a needle, like a normal needle.
I thought you were gonna say the space needle. I was gonna be like, how big is your guy?
Big.
He's chonk. Okay. A couple seconds. All right. So as you guys are all going about your business, a really terrified-looking young woman runs in the store, clutching a crying baby. The counter guy just kind of boredly says, "Welcome to Stuffer Shack. Stuff your face on half the cash." And she just runs to the back of the store, brushing past MC, and kind of crouches behind one of the aisles.
Question: would I know if the Russian mafia is interested in acquiring a baby, and if so, could I assess its price?
The Russian mafia is always in the business for organ legging. So give me a. You want to know what the going rate for a baby is?
Yeah, what's the going rate for a baby?
Well, it depends on whether or not the baby has a sin, and whether you can hold them for ransom. A lot of things that you can probably find out by doing a quick social media search on this poor, unfortunate woman, which you can't because you don't have the ability to perceive AR because you broke your glasses.
Well, look, I was just gonna say, is it by the pound or is it as a unit?
It's
one baby.
It's complicated. You'd probably have to call up your street doc contact to ask him that.
Just loudly on the phone. How much for a baby?
Yeah, basically in English.
He's like, I have no baby.
I can get is not problem.
All right. So you start calling up your street doc, and then you hear an explosion rock the fucking Stuffer Shack, and the wall bursts. Just in the front wall, just kind of crumbles forward, Then 5 dudes in hard hats and shitty Baron's guns walk in and say, "Nobody move!"
Oh, okay.
Everybody give me a composure check, by the way, to see if you're knocked down by the body strength check, rather, to see if you're knocked down by the explosion.
All right. Body and strength.
Those
Dude.
default attributes.
Yeah, just the default attributes.
Wait, body and strength? Where do you see strength at?
That's on your.
It's on your common.
So,
Oh.
okay, 1 plus the other, so that many dice. Got it.
Yep.
Got it.
It's been a while, but I'll remember.
Mm-hmm. All right, Heels is on his feet. MC is on his feet.
I rolled.
Is the baby
Letterman
still
is on
crying?
his feet.
You glitch out again.
Did you glitch out again, Tex?
Yeah, I got a 1.
Okay, you're knocked on the ground again, and something else
my-
breaks. Let me think of something appropriate to break.
Well, he does have cigarettes. Maybe he crushed those. That would be
Yeah,
really
you crush
insulting.
your only pack of cigarettes, and now it's just stick of dust on the ground.
I'll
Dust and
smoke
flame.
that dust, and then I'm gonna get that baby. That baby is mine. That baby's going in the to-go box, and it's getting dropped in the baby chute down at the baby office. This
I
is
see we're
becoming a
running a-
baby quest.
Is that baby still crying?
No, it's knocked out. So is a lady.
Oh shit!
Your
Do I
paramedic
notice this?
wee-woo
Because I
stop.
will wee woo. Go the fuck
Give
over
me a
there.
give me a perception check, Heels.
Visual or audio?
Visual.
I'm getting that baby.
I have eye enchantments. Does that add to it? Or vision enhance?
Yeah, they add the rating and dice. So one of the guys with an AK carbine just points it at the teller, while the other guys start sifting through the knocked over eye. Well, actually, the owls aren't knocked over because they're bolted to the ground. Just the merchandise is all over the fucking place.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, people probably run to the store 3-4 times a week. So
Do I notice her?
You notice that she's hidden behind the knocked over aisle, but she seems all right. So these two guys, so like this one dwarf kind of just hangs out in the back, and these two guys start going through it. She's like, "Where's
I'm
the
in
baby,
danger.
man?
I'm
Where's the
gonna hide over
baby?
here.
Hey, you! Put your hands up, motherfucker!" He holds up an Ares Predator 4 pistol at you.
who?
Or,
At
like-
who?
I'm just gonna look around,
At heels.
looking for who he's looking at.
You fat boy!
Hey! And my hands just go up.
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Stay right there. Kronk, go find the fucking bitch and the baby. Crank, keep holding up the cashier. Joby, go like hack the cameras or something. Joby's like, all right, man. And don't fuck up again. Like you fucked up that bomb.
Can I?
Wow.
Can I hear any of this?
Yeah, you can all hear this.
Okay.
Tex is knocked down.
Can I try to?
He's good. Oh.
Can I try to
Mm-mm.
counteract his hacking?
Yeah, you can try to break into the node. Give me a hacking check.
All right. Yeah, I just want to try to counteract this guy's hacking to make it difficult for him.
Hack it, man.
Hack
You can
the
roll
baby.
cyber combat to just try to log him out, just force him to get out of the node too.
Nice.
All right, you're in. You don't see any other icons inside of the matrix here. Okay.
Yeah.
Is anyone gonna? Okay, so then this guy starts running around and he says, "Freeze, pig!"
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
All right. I'm still just standing there drunkenly staring at him.
Motherfucker! Come on, Lone Star. Star ain't worth shit now. I want your hat, man. I want your shades. And he starts getting closer with his AK carbine pointed at you. Letterman, you can see the dude holding the drunk dude up through the shelf.
Time for CQC.
I'm getting the mask out of the briefcase.
All right, boys, mask up.
I'm putting it on,
Get the drill.
and I'm getting the baton out of the concealed pocket, and I'm getting that ready.
Getting.
All right, he notices you're pulling a mask on, and he points his gun at you. Says, "What are you doing, man? Put your hands on the counter, man."
I want to.
Thus turning his back to officer.
Am I able to kick the entire shelf of.
It's bolted.
They're bolted.
They're bolted.
You're pretty strong, so you might, but it's pretty strong.
He's
Yeah.
drifting.
If the guy kicks that shelf off the floor,
Yeah,
he's a
I'm
criminal. Ew.
That'd be pretty good. How about it's a stun baton, right?
Yeah,
Can I just like poke it through the shelf and try and stun him?
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll give him one of
Give me a
those.
clubs check at a -1 because this is kind of an awkward motion.
All right, it's a what check?
Well, first, actually, officer, are you gonna do anything to interrupt?
Yeah, well, he's focused. I've got the sheriff in the quick draw holster. I'm going to put it against his temple and pull the trigger.
Okay, give me a pistol. All right, so if you go to so first of all, cop, go to your street gear, go to the weapons tab, click on your sheriff, and click on the reload button, and choose the type of ammo you're carrying in it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, naturally, it's the war crime round.
Okay, the highly illegal rounds. Okay, and you're okay. So the base. So if you see, it should show you the dice pool as well, which is 12 because of the smart link and the pistol skill. So do you want to
and
go
I'm
for
muzzle
the?
stamping him.
Yeah, man. Do you want to go for the headshot?
Yeah, just turn him into a canoe.
You just turn him into a canoe. Okay. All right. So let's see. You're going for. So you basically the way that called shots work in this game is you basically go up. You can basically you can choose how much of a penalty you get up to 4. In this case, for a headshot, I'm going to say the penalty is 4. But since you're in point blank range, you get a bonus, which is what is it? Fucking. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I had it.
I believe you.
Oh look, Deus Ex music just got crazy.
Can I get the link to the music, by the way? Thank you. Hang on. Modifier point blank is.
I just picked Deus Ex soundtrack there, Goat, so you can just pick the whatever one. It's all going to be the same. I'm going to turn this down, though, because in Discord chat, that gets annoying.
+2. Okay, so the net modifier is -2. So you're rolling 10 dice here. Sorry about that. Now we know.
I want that baby.
No, okay, you gotta put a slash in front of it first, or use the macro.
No, he just says that's what he says.
He's telling you.
D6.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay,
my
so you
God.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Okay, Kronk doesn't get to dodge this one, so that means that you got. So if you go to your weapon, you can see it does 9p. So that's in addition to your net hit. So that's doing 14 damage. And he has no armor against this. So I'm going to show you how soaking works. I just roll his body stat plus armor, which he has none. And he got 2 hits. So he soaks 2 damage, so he takes 10 damage. So basically, he just falls to the ground as much of his head gets blown away, but he's still alive. Now, Letterman, if you want to stab him through with the fucking stun baton.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So yes.
Yeah, because that seems necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll
I just-
roll your club.
I just imagine he blows this guy's brains against the wall, and then he's like, "I said, where's the dog food?"
So I just roll my clubs.
Yeah, you just roll your clubs. -1.
-1, okay.
And officer, hit the fire button on your Cavalier
Done.
because it keeps track. Okay, yeah, because it keeps track of your.
Round count. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, as just part of his head just explodes out. All right, fucking goddamn it, Street Samurai. That's 6 hits. All right, so he still has armor against this. so he actually gets a decent-ish. So
Stop resisting!
basically,
Sounds like the officer's gonna have a really nice deputy there.
oops. All right. So how much damage do you do on that stun thing?
Let's find out together.
Together. This will be an adventure we take as friends. As deputy blows a guy's brains out and Michael zaps his corpse.
Weapons. Stun baton. 6 SE.
Yeah. So it's 6 damage, which is stun and electric damage.
Okay.
So electricity damage. So basically, the way electricity damage is. Okay. So he gets half impact armor. So actually, he should have that roll. It doesn't change the difference. So he takes that. So you do 6 damage with it, right?
I got 6 hits. It's 6 damage. Yes.
Yeah. So you do 7 damage because you have. You do 12 damage because of the net hits.
That hits.
Jesus.
So 4. So it takes 8.
This guy just he deatomizes in front of us. So
No, he's actually still alive because this guy's pretty tough.
Oh,
but
God.
he has to roll a body plus willpower check, and if he doesn't get 3 hits, he's knocked the fuck out. Well, he's incapacitated for a certain amount of times as he goes. Wait, hang on. I'm not taking into. Hang on, I didn't take into account his modifier there. 6. Okay, he needs to roll a hit on every single one of his dice. So no. So he's stunned for a turn as he just falls to the ground, spazzing out. All right, everybody else roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative, rather.
Okay, and what was the roll for initiative again?
So you have, if you go to your sheet, there's a thing where it says your initiative. That's your flat bonus.
Okay, and with
Then
that was
you
on a
add
common,
your.
right?
Yeah, so you add that as your flat bonus, and then you add your.
Say it.
Then you roll your intuition and your reaction as dice.
Okay, yeah, no, I got it. Thank you. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I do not see where the initiative.
Nor do I.
It's on the right hand side under other info.
Okay, so reaction plus int. That's it.
Mm-hmm. So that's a flat bonus, and then you roll reaction in dice, and you roll your intuition in dice.
Oh, let me try it again. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me get this doing this thing. So 8
This is getting off to a swimming start. Dice!
dice time. Friends and dice time. 3 and
All right, so reaction plus intuition for me
Mm-hmm.
is 6 altogether. So I'm rolling 66
Yeah.
plus
Plus 6 in automatic hits.
okay. I've
All right.
rolled correctly, I believe. Probably not, but I'm just gonna say I rolled. It happened.
Yeah, my initiative shows nothing on the side, so it's just base reaction and intuition.
All right, so it's that plus your dice value. So hang on.
good old Shadowrun.
What is initiative
Crunchy.
passes?
Crunchy.
Initiative passes is how many actions you get per turn.
Shadowrun is like rye found toaster.
Well, that's why I'm here, is I ran out of toaster crumbs to go pick up the bachelor chow.
Year 6. This ride still has not ended.
Well, fuck you.
I'm getting baby.
No, that's not you, Joe. It's something else I'm editing.
All right, so heals you got 4 hits plus 8. You got initiative of 12. Zek, you got 3 hits plus 6, initiative of 9.
Got 9.
Hmm.
Yeah, Crow, you did that right, except you don't have your wired reflexes on, so your reaction isn't actually that high. But fuck it.
No, it should be. It is on. It's it's
well,
on.
You didn't say it was.
You have to turn it on.
Oh, I thought we turned. Okay, my bad.
So he's like constantly.
Only powers.
I don't.
You can't.
All right, so this is how the whole game is gonna go, guys. Goat's gonna remind me that I have these abilities, and I'm gonna be like, "What? I have abilities?" the entire time, even though I know they exist. That's the whole time. Until he finally kills my character.
Subi gets distracted by the gunshot and screaming, and he kind of glances away, giving you an opening.
An opening, huh?
Yeah. What
do
you
surgery on him.
Oh Lord!
It's time for surgery.
I didn't ever think about what I would do in combat. I have a gun. I guess I'll use that. No, because of the Hippocratic Oath, I can't hurt him. I have a shot.
You do not have the pacifist quality. You can absolutely hurt him.
And you're not a doctor.
You
just play one.
Can I shoot him with what's better, the shock glove or the taser?
You tell me.
I'm looking.
I'll tell you this: you have to actually draw the taser. It's shock glove. You can just run up to him as a simple action and then whack him.
All right, I'll step up and touch him with my shot glove and be like, "Sleep."
You just like tap,
just like a hand in his face.
Now I'm gonna do the Vulcan death grip.
Vulcan death grip? I don't recall that episode of Star Trek.
It's the one where he grabs him by his ears and rips them off.
That's like the equivalent of people. That's like the equivalent of people saying Star Trek Enterprise.
Vulcan something. Whatever. I'm touching him on his shoulder.
So you make a melee attack. If you go to your shock glove and you're under your street gear weapons, it'll show you what dice pool you have, which is 5.
So roll 5.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you get 2 hits. Stubby does get to try to dodge you though.
Oh, that'll be
He's
easy.
not very good at it.
Yeah, but you're rolling like a rock star today. Yeah.
All right, Stubby just like backs away like shit.
Oh.
Keels, do you have anything that gives you more initiative passes?
Yeah, I get 3.
Oh fuck!
I keep going up and trying to touch him.
Poke.
I'm gonna take this and go wee and try again and go woo and
Well,
try
it's not your extra initiative pass now. All right, officer, what do you do? This guy is sprawled on the ground.
Let's see. So I'm drunk enough that I'm narrating all my actions.
Yes.
This is great.
All right, fucko.
I'm going to flip the gun around and beat him in the head with the butt of the revolver, yelling, "This ammo's expensive, you dumbass!"
Holy shit. Alright, let me just double check what... Alright, so start giving me a clubs roll.
Let's see. Gotta find it.
Mm-hmm. It's just your skills. Or you can check your stun baton, which has the same dice pool. You're only getting 7 because this isn't a baton. It's the butt of a gun.
Oh, this is a bad idea, Mike. Why are you doing this?
Alright, Deputy, you get 1 hit in. Kronk is not in any state to dodge, so you do 4 physical damage to him. Now, he has an armor jacket, so that's not going to be lethal at all. Let me roll his thing. Alright, he takes 3 stun damage. So he emptied out his stun track, and one of them overbled, which means it goes into physical damage, which means he's basically 1 damage box away from getting knocked the fuck out. So basically, you just cronk and you feel one of his ribs crack. It's so satisfying. It's been 3 months since you've done something like this to a perp.
I let out a Ric Flair woo.
Woo!
Woo! All right, Letterman, what do you do?
All right. I will. I'm gonna bum rush the guy. Seems to be giving the larger gentleman trouble.
Oh yeah, Letterman, you have move by wire, so you always have an extra action.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Okay. So
So you want to bum rush this guy over here?
no, this guy.
This guy. Okay. Yeah, you can make that.
All right.
Give me a melee attack.
Okay. That's going to be.
Wait. Oh, cool.
And you get +2 dice because you're making a charging attack.
Oh, nice.
It's alright, everyone. I'll go last.
Yeah, you do go last. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Alright, you get 5 hits.
So mean to me. I don't
Should have 3 more dice on initiative because
So mean.
improve reflexes and combat sense. I should read my shit for you. Huh.
And you hit with 1 net hit. So whatever damage you do with that, you do that +1. So what does that add up to?
Be 7.
7 dice. Alright.
Oh, 7.
Anybody got any water? I'm thirsty.
Alright, so he takes 3 stun damage. And he now needs to roll to not just be like...
I wish my character can have a spider gun.
Spider gun.
Alright, no, he starts kind of shuddering, but he holds his shit together.
All right.
Just fires horrifying spiders at people. That would be great. Fully automatic.
Alright, Zach, you see as somebody else logs into this Matrix node.
There's
It's an icon of a dude wearing a hoodie.
I do?
No, MC does.
Yeah,
Zach
I
doesn't.
see him getting it. Okay, so I can't.
Alright, Zach.
Yeah.
You want to activate your wire reflexes?
Absolutely.
Alright, you now have an extra turn, so you spend 1 turn standing up. I believe that's a complex action. Let me double check. Stand up. No, that's a simple action, so you have 1 more simple action, which can be move, you can draw a gun. What do you do?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the gun out, and I'm gonna be like, "Where is baby?"
Holy shit. What is wrong with you, you psycho? Alright, so you draw... What were you carrying? Your Colt America L36?
Yeah.
Or the
just
big...
just
the
just a
lethal gun.
concealable gun.
Alright. Is it loaded with regular ammo or stick and shock?
Regular ammunition. Russian
Alright,
mafia.
lethal.
Life
Lethal it is.
Stupid.
Cowabunga it is. Alright, the guy that was holding up the cashier dude goes, "Oh shit, man!" And he moves up, over here and starts taking aim and, hang on. Then he fires a shot at Officer Man.
It's time to shoot to get baby.
Alright, that's 3 hits. So, Officer, you can roll reaction dodge with a +1 modifier to because of your cover. Or you can just tank the hit.
Why are you getting hits on 5s?
You get hits on 5s and 6s.
Yeah,
Oh,
5s
nice.
and 6s.
Yeah.
No, we'll roll for dodge. Because I've got 10 for range combat dodge.
Mm-hmm. So you roll 11 dice in this case.
6.
Alright. So that's 1 hit, so you take 6 physical damage. What is your armor? You got an armor jacket, right? So that's 8.
Yep.
So you're going to roll 8 plus your body. That's how much each hit is 1 damage you soak. Also, it helps if you put SD greater than 5 at the end of your roll, so it automatically calculates your hits, like so.
Okay. Yeah. 8 plus 4 for body.
Mm-hmm.
So that is... Where's greater than? There it is. Whatever.
All right, while you're rolling that, their dwarf pulls up starts to look around, and yeah, all right. He looks at Zek drawing his gun, and he kind of waves. That's 8d10, dude.
Yep. Sorry, mixed it around.
Yeah. Also, you're
He's
rolling.
super good.
You're rolling 11 dice. Great. So anyway, so the dwarf kind of like looks up and he kind of waves his hands around and points at Zek. Zek, give me a willpower check.
All right, it's time to fail another dice roll, and here we go.
All right, you take 2 damage as you suddenly start feeling some kind of like something hit you in the chest, even though you don't see anything. So roll your straight body.
You got it. Here we go.
All right, you don't take any damage. You just feel something impact against you, which tells you he is wizard.
All right, everybody, geek the mage.
Yeah, basically.
No, Zek is gonna yell that to the room. Geek the mage.
All heads turn.
The dwarf's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
All right,
And-
deputy. All right.
Yeah, me. Yeah, MC is used to people trying to rob stores. I mean, he works in a store, so this is nothing new to
In
him.
the really bad part of town.
Yeah, so he just smiles and he just looks at the hacker going in. Can I do anything to the hacker since he's in the system? Can I like send like a neural shock to his system or something?
You would need to get ice to do so, which you don't have.
I don't have
or
that?
a black
Okay.
hammer program, which you don't have.
I don't.
But what you can do is you can roll cyber combat to try to kick him out of the node
Okay.
and crash his comlink.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Give me 1 sec while I
Alright.
pull up that. That
So
is
it's just a
Dumb
7 dice.
shock.
it's 7 dice. Yeah, that's right. Because everything we
Yeah.
have, everything I have on computers is 7 at this point. Yeah.
So there wouldn't be a space between the SD, which is why it didn't calculate. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Get the
4
fuck
hits
off this
at a
thing.
6 damage, so you take 2 stun damage. You're not taking any wound
Okay.
penalties yet, but you just feel an impact against your armor, but fail to penetrate.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. My character just did the thing. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you start
How
basically just
nice.
like sending. Yeah, you basically start spamming the shit out of his comlink to try to get it to crash. Yeah, and he starts, and his icon starts to fade out. And you want to activate your wired?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Of course you do. All right.
Thank you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm going to remember these things eventually. Don't worry. I'll get
Eventually.
it. I will eventually
I will.
learn.
All right, heals. Now it's one of your extra initiative passes. There's some dude in a
I'll-
chicken mask going to town on Stubby with a stun
I'll use a
baton.
free action to turn on my lights on my shoulder pads, and I'll try to slap the guy
All right,
with my shock.
you have a +1 now because you got a buddy helping you in melee.
So the same thing, but +1. So an extra dice.
As an aside text, I like how you're like immediately resorting to baby killing and shit because you already have 2 composure from being an addict and having a criminal sin. So that's only going to go up the more you keep doing this.
Thank you, Toucan. That
Great.
was kind of you.
So
So he dodges it. He's
he's a
dodgy
criminal.
boy.
What am I gonna do? Be like, oh well, this pure child.
Hey.
Great, you hit him. How much damage is on your shock glove?
Checking gear. Shot glove is 5 stun.
All right. So he takes 4 stun damage,
4.
and now he has to roll. All right, so he starts getting fucking
Ah!
he's zapped. He starts convulsing and falling to the ground. Letterman.
Yeah.
I want to hit him square in the skull.
All right, you want to take a called shot and hit him straight in the head?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right, that's going to be a net modifier of -3.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. Do it.
Do it. Also, remember to fire your shot glove or stun batons and shit when you hit them with it because it drains a charge.
Okay. And can I choose not to fire it, or if I'm hitting with it, I have to fire it every time?
If you're hitting with it, you would have to fire with it. Well, okay, you don't have to, but then the damage profile changes.
All right. Okay.
Let me see again, extendable baton. So basically, instead of the full 6 damage, it would be -2, I believe. Let me just double check. Because an extendable baton is so you'd be doing 4 damage instead of 6.
4 instead. All right.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh,
Thank you for subscribing.
thank you for the courtesy there, Bodie McBoatface.
Someone make party.
It's Psyduck.
Great. So you hit. He can't resist that. So he has to roll straight body. And were you doing the shock thing this time?
Yes.
Okay, so it's against full 7 damage.
And let me know if that music's too loud for you guys. I can turn it down.
I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't even hear it. Oh, that's right, because it's on the other channel. My bad.
Great. So basically, you've gone through his stun shit. He's knocked out, and he's starting to take physical damage now.
All right.
Because you're roughing him up so hard. All right, Zek, it's your wired reflexes turn.
Oh, thank you, Doc
yes.
Killinger.
I'm gonna shoot the guy who's shooting. That's what we're gonna do.
All right. So, are you gonna aim and shoot, or are you gonna just fire like a?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be he's shooting, I'm shooting. There's no thinking. There is only time for bullet.
Boom.
All right. So you're gonna give me, what do you have here? All right. So you're gonna give me a pistols. So you're gonna roll 7 dice, and then you're going to roll me 6 dice because of the range and the fact that you're firing multiple times in a turn. So the recoil basically.
There you go.
So that's 4 hits. All right. So that's. Okay, so that's 4 hits on the first one. Fornis has no dodge.
This music.
I shoot
So you're doing. So you do what? Fucking. What you do? What here? You're doing.
Oh, well, thank
8
you.
damage on the first one. This guy's getting fucked up. He has no armor. He's fucked. Alright, so you really fuck him up on the first shot, and then the second one impacts, and...
the sound plays as he dies.
It was just a randomly well-placed ad.
Yeah, thank you
And
for
he
the...
takes 7 damage, and he just... Yeah, so you just see his guts spray all over the Stuffer Shack floor as a little dwarf falls over dead.
And the Russian points at the guy robbing the place, and he goes, "I will deal with you next, Indian baby."
Great. click on the weapon thing for the Colt America L36. Make sure it's loaded with regular ammo, and then click fire twice.
All right,
MC. It's your second initiative pass.
All right, what can I do to...
You can keep trying to knock out the hacker, control any of the systems in the Stuffer Shack that are like unsecured.
Okay. Well, I want to help out in this fight somehow. So, yeah, let me try to knock this hacker out. Get him the fuck out of here. That'll be another standard roll 7,
Yep.
right? Got it.
All right, you knock him out and you crash his comlink, so he's unable to do anything. You also now have access to his personal area network, so you can now start fucking around with his stuff. And he has a loaded smart gun in his belt.
Okay, can I do anything now, or do I need to wait until another turn?
Your next initiative pass, but that's coming right up. So heals. What do you do with your third initiative pass?
Can I get the hell
He's
out?
knocked out over here.
He's knocked out?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna just hide back here.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't think anyone's hurt. His
Nobody
officer.
here.
you.
The officer
Yeah.
took a little bit of damage.
Oh, I
No,
didn't see that though. I don't care.
Yeah.
The guys on the ground.
Wait,
are
I'll
a
turn
bit-
off my lights as I run over here and then duck down.
I was gonna
Great.
say the guys on the ground are a bit more than hurt, but
Yeah.
there's no one in between death and alive right now.
Yes. All right, MC. Now it's your other initiative pass. So you see that this guy is wearing earbuds, playing music, which zonked out because his comlink crashed. He's wearing AR shades. He has a smart gun on his hip.
Okay, I want to, man, there's 2 good choices here. I'd either like to have his smart gun go off in its holster, or
I'll take his smart gun.
or
Oh,
have
that sounds That sounds fucking cool. Like his gun just.
Yeah,
Just
well,
like-
the other option was to flashbang his AR goggles like with a really bright light, so he has to take them off.
That's also good.
You know what? Yeah,
Doing the smart gun thing would just be no roll. It's just because it's just a standard command. So just like Alexa, fire Ares Predator 4. Okay. My leg!
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Great.
be like, Alexa, fire Ares, whatever number that was. I didn't hear it because I was listening totally.
Yeah. Okay, so Joby's not wearing any armor in his left
Boom!
his body, and it's lethal. So you just hear a gunshot. I'm like, wow, fuck my leg!
So in the middle of a furious firefight, screaming and yelling, this guy's leg just explodes for no reason.
Yeah, basically. Alright, Stubby is knocked the fuck out. Kronk is knocked the fuck out. Heals, it's your turn.
Again?
Yeah. You're an adept. You have a shit.
Why are you hiding behind a thing? Are you
Maybe
like
backstab.
eating oatmeal cream pies back there watching the fight?
As soon as
I
the
have-
gunfight starts, he just starts
I have
eating.
stuff during
Little
the fight. I have
Debbies.
been stuffing a whole bunch of like medicine into my pockets.
Alright, your med kit is restored, and you can just add some random like medicine bits for free.
Ooh, baby.
That's your action.
I'm gonna. Okay, that's fine. I'm just pocketing.
Mr. Officer, what do? The perp is no longer a
Perp is
Yes.
down.
He has stopped resisting.
You need to make sure he stays down though. No.
I'm gonna let's see who's my next closest.
There's
guy.
one perp over here that shot at you with an
Yeah,
AK.
he shot at me.
That was
Yeah.
a mistake.
I'm gonna send around his direction.
What do you mean you're gonna send her? Oh, you're gonna fire at him. Okay,
Yep.
so you pull
No,
out
I'm gonna throw it.
the grip on your revolver. You see, you in AR, you can see a laser pointing at him, calculating the ballistic trajectory, and you just fire from the hip. Unless you want to aim and get a bonus,
No,
or you can
firing from the hip's fine.
firing from the hips. Fine. All right, that'll mean you'll still be able to take another simple action like moving or something.
Yeah.
Right. So
Right.
give me just a flat. Let's see, you have what 12 dice for that with the smart link,
Mm-hmm.
and it's within short range for you. So just give me a flat 12d6.
Woo! One, two,
Do you like
three,
living
four,
in the
five,
late 90s, Mike?
six.
Yep,
This
that's
is where home is.
yep,
for
6 hits. He only got 4, so it's a net 4. So you're doing net 12 physical damage. Jesus Christ!
So you would be like,
Kronk is, yeah, this guy's pretty scared. Great.
if we were like near each other, so you'd be like, "Can I play the PlayStation?" And I'd be like, "No, get off me."
As I
Great.
fire, I yell,
You
"Night
roll a
sirens and
chunk out of
pussies."
Yeah, basically. Oh wait, actually, no, you're
play
using the
PlayStation.
war crime rounds.
I'd probably
so
watch
it's
you
play.
so it's
I'd
9.
play.
Okay,
Yeah, 9.
yeah. So you basically just
It'd be
blow a
wrestling
chunk out of
also.
his guts, and he's like,
about
"Oh
all the time."
fuck, man, fucking pigs! You're not supposed to be here, man. It's just ah." All right, Letterman.
Letterman.
Oh yeah, officer. You still have a simple action, so you can like move or something if you want.
I'm gonna drunkenly lean against the shelf for cover.
Okay, Letterman. What do you do?
I'm gonna pull out the machine pistol.
Great,
And,
simple action because you're wearing a concealable holster for it, not a quick draw.
Oh, okay. And then would
You could fire a single shot, but not a full auto burst
Single
as a
shot.
simple action.
all right. I'll fire a single shot at the guy who just got shot.
All right, the guy who just got shot, or the guy who just shot himself.
Either one. Like whoever's still alive and could do something.
All right, roll your to hit thing for you. This is going to be medium range, so -1 dice.
-1, and so I'll use my weapon, and it'll be.
I believe I heard a noise. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Somebody's at our door. I'm gonna go find out.
Okay, it's 11. All right, cool. And then roll the die, Michael. It's 10 because -1.
Mhm.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, and hey,
That's his soak, not his to head. So what's the base damage on your gun?
The base damage on the gun is going to be... He looks it up.
And what did you load this with? Regular ammo or stick and shock?
We'll say stick and shock, because that's
okay.
All right. Slot, reload, stick and shock. Okay. Base is 6.
All right. So you do 8 damage, and he gets to soak like this. Oh, critical glitch, which doesn't do anything for soak. So Crank just falls to the ground, knocked the... no, he's not knocked out. But he starts convulsing, basically. And he drops his AK. The guy who got shot in the legs just starts screeching and tries to start walking out. He like takes his gun out and out of his holster and he just throws it on the ground. All right, Russian mafia man who geeked the mage. What do you do?
Geek mage. Now I must shoot man behind kilt.
All right.
And I will shoot. Same as last time.
Yeah,
-1 dice because of the range.
All right.
And you can fire again. You'll just get another cumulative -1 penalty.
All right.
All right,
5
so you
D6
get
this time. There.
Yep. Okay, so let's see.
And
If he's able to soak
going
all
to
this.
fire action twice, counting my ammo.
Pow, pow.
Basically. Yeah, Crank just falls over and slumps to the ground with an exit wound face, bleeding all over his AK card. All right, MC, you see an AR that this guy is now out of the stuffer shack. This shiny new Ares pistol is clattered to...
I'm sorry, what did you say? You shiny Ares pistols? What now?
It's clanged to the ground, so it can't fire. It's out of his personal area network, and he's trying to leave. Unfortunately, you can't lock the doors on him because he blew them out with his bomb. But what do you want to do?
Well, since I can't really do anything with him, I'm not too worried about him. Who else is fighting in here still? Is it this guy down here?
Nope, everybody's knocked out. It's just the guy trying...
Oh. Is there any way I can like get any kind of tracking information on him so we can catch up with him later if we want to? Yeah, can I just...
Yes, you can.
Yeah, what do I need to roll for that?
Hacking.
All right. I wonder what number that's going to be.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, everything I have for computers is 7. Oh, I totally don't do it.
Yeah, you fuck up and you exit his personal area network, basically. All right, Heels, the hacker dude is starting away. Do you want to stop him or do you want to keep shoplifting?
Can I try to tackle him?
Yes.
Woo, where is he? This guy?
Yeah, the guy that looks like he would download a car.
I'm gonna try tackling him with my glove out.
Okay, give me your unarmed attack with a +2. Woo. No!
With a +2.
Whoa. I wonder if your neighbors are like, holy shit, someone just died in Goat's house.
Wow.
Yeah, well, fucking great.
I'm fat. I'm not used to running.
He's dummy thick. All right, let's see if he manages to make that sick dodge.
Thick.
Probably not. Probably not. Oh no, he manages to duck out of the way. Like, fuck off, man! Alright, Leatherman. Yeah, Leatherman. You see that there's one last hop to get away.
I hit the wall comically. Boing.
Do I have a line of sight?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a shot at him.
Alright, do you have the ambidextrous merit?
I
quality?
don't. I don't have the ambidextrous
Okay,
quality.
so you're holding your stun baton and you're holding your... Oh wait, no, your Cheska's in the right thing. Are you gonna full auto or are you just gonna single shot at him?
I'll just single shot.
Single shot? Okay,
Yeah.
do you want to aim or do you want to do it twice?
I'll aim.
You'll aim. Okay, so give me... So that counteracts the penalty, so give me just your standard attack roll for that.
Okay.
Stand up.
It is 11.
All right, you manage to hit him, and he goes down, screeching in pain. Let me see if he can even fucking beat this. Yeah, basically. Yeah, no, he's knocked the fuck out now. All right, combat over. It only took you 2 combat turns to wipe the floor with those fuckers. Well done.
I helped.
Yeah,
where's that
the guy to shoot himself?
Which one of the guys had the smart gun?
He did.
Then
Stubby also
I'm
has. You steal.
If I see anything good on this guy, I'm gonna try to steal it.
All right, so he has a comm link. He has like a shitty meta link. He has a Ares Predator 4, and he's wearing an armor vest. And actually, hang on, I'll just PM it to you.
Yeah, I just stripped this guy in front of the door.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna go check on the lady and the baby.
Okay.
And what does she have on her?
She's wearing like cheap street clothes, and she has like a meta link, a really cheap throwaway comp on her. The baby's swaddled in rags, and it looks like it, and it's starting to come back into awareness.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it does she have like any sort of like information that I can kind of gain from her? Through
You can take her phone and try to and like unlock it.
Yeah, I want to try to figure out where she's coming from.
Okay. Give me a hacking check.
Sure will.
I just imagine that you're going to
in.
say that she's not really holding a baby. It's like a raccoon, and it's a crazy old lady.
All right, you break in and you find that her name is Brandine. What is it? Brandine. Last name doesn't fucking. Her son is Cody. She's listed. She is a human lady that's listed as living in Renton, and she's not employed. You scroll through some of her information, and you see that she was a mistress of one of like the manager at a warehouse in Renton. But then she had the baby, and basically you see some communication going back between them, saying that, basically she's trying to get him for hush money. And he says, "Woman, you're going to regret this." And that's the last correspondence. Then you have another bit of correspondence where she's frankly texting just some contact that just says broke.
Okay.
That's where her correspondence ends.
I'm just going to copy all that contact information, and I will write that down in a notepad. Could you tell me again what that was? So a warehouse manager in...
Yeah.
Where?
Renton, which is this district.
Okay.
In any case, what's everyone else doing while he's doing this?
I'm restraining the guy in front of me with some restraints, and then I'm gonna pat him down, see if I can pull anything off him.
Okay, so that guy was holding an air, and he doesn't even have any extra ammo, but he does have a right cyber.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So I wrote all that down.
And what is Zek doing while this is happening?
Zek is going to calmly walk over to the cash register and take.
There isn't a cash register. It's just you pick stuff up, and it activates an RFID tag, and you walk out, and it charges your bank account.
Okay. Can I? Well, I'll let everyone else go first, and then I'll see what I would do.
What's Mr. Officer doing? Now that all the
nudging the guy in front of me with my boot, trying to determine if I killed him or not.
Nah, he's alive. He's technically stable.
He's a fucking vegetable, but he's alive.
Give me a first aid check to see if this guy is going to bleed out on his own or not.
All right, give me a sec. 3.
And he just stomps his head flat.
It goes flat like Warren's face.
Yeah, he'll live.
Wow.
That's the most depressing thing I've heard all night.
Yeah, it gets better from here on, Chummer. All right, so as you all go around doing things, Zek tries to rob a cash register that isn't there.
Well, you said earlier the guy was like, "Get the cash register." At least that's what I heard. And
No, he was holding up the guy at the. He's just there to be there, basically. He's just the employee.
This is the counter.
First
all right.
person.
People
Those are
spend
shelves.
more money.
Fine. Zek,
in a-
Zek is going to go fill his pockets with any canned meats because it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Yeah. All right. You just kind of nudge the knocked out couple that were were just buried under a bunch of merchandise, and you just start stuffing your.
Well, yeah. I mean that can those canned herring and mustard are not going to eat themselves. And as a Russian, he likes that disgusting stuff with vodka and hard bread.
Yeah. Well, except it's not actually herring; it's krill and soy. In any case,
how
MC,
would you know the difference?
you would know. Well, MC, while you're rifing through this woman's coffin, you get an incoming call, and it just says
It says
caller ID.
It says what now? I'm sorry, you cut out right.
Broker.
Okay.
Broker.
All right. Can I? I'm going to be like, hello. Picking up the phone.
You're not Brandine. There's no visual. There's no visual for it. It's just a voice.
Oh, of course not. Unfortunately for the dear lady, she seems to have had an accident. But don't worry, her son seems to be doing quite well, and I'm sure she'll recover as well. But I am following up a lead. You can call me MC.
Oh, is
MC. I've heard of you.
I'm
What
sure
just
you
happened
have.
here? Why are you going through this woman's phone?
Well, it seems like there was. Hold on one sec.
Is he saying this out loud?
Yes.
Hold on, somebody's going to be at my door in a second.
right.
Yeah, so he's basically like, well, it turns out that she seems to be a part of a horrible accident that took place at a local grocery store that I frequent.
It's very generous.
But don't
In the
worry.
background, you can hear me drunkenly yelling, "Party started!"
Okay, go. Can you hold that and talk to somebody else while I go get this door?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's gonna be what's gonna be I think funny is while he's on the phone, Zek is gonna walk up and just be very very obviously jamming cans of imitation salt meat into his pockets, and he's going to say, "Find out how much they want to get baby back."
All right. Do you just patch into the call?
Yeah, just
All right.
because
you have audio because you didn't break your earbuds.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
So you hear a man's voice say, "Okay, hold on. I can give you more money than whatever that baby's worth."
Okay.
no,
okay.
we're a talking baby. Now I am thinking
No.
perhaps.
Hang on, man.
Hold on. All right, I'm back.
Have you ever? Wait a second. Is that Zek?
Yes.
I've heard of you.
Oh, good. So I'm
How
serious.
was that garbage
Now,
collection
the baby.
job? Hang on. How does that garbage collection gig paid?
He goes, if I get by, I travel.
How would you
I
like to make 2,000 new yen within the next hour, and maybe up to 10,000 new yen by the end of the day?
You can make 2,000 new yen from your own home.
All you have
Work
to do
from
is
home.
join our MLM network and refer 10 friends. God. Just a sad note. It feels very good, but also very depressing to be the most successful person you went to high school with, because like you dip in and there's all these high school invitations and everyone emails each other for a get together for a high school graduation anniversary, and then like half the emails turn into, "Hey, by the way, I was thinking of you. Would you like to join this network of?" And I'm like, "No, I have a real job."
Oh no.
So, okay, speaking of scams, Zek is going to look... Would Zek be able to deduce that all the people here assembled with various weapons are exactly the sort of people that would be necessary to get into hijinks with this?
Yes. It's like, so the person on the call seems to pick up on this. Zek, I think you might be thinking what I'm thinking.
Zek goes,
Chance has
yes.
brought you all together.
Yeah.
How would you like to be a Shadowrun?
Zek does the... like snap to get everyone's attention, and he does the ear thing, like tap into this, and then he does the symbol for money.
All right.
Sprinkling salt. Snapper turtle.
Snapperoonie
He's
tit.
playing
All
charade.
right. Okay.
Quick
How about
question,
this?
Goat.
Get in your wheels before Night Errant arrives. If 30 of the guys left alive, you can meet me at this address in Renton, just a couple blocks north,
Oh.
and we'll get this started.
And can I'm hearing all this, right?
Yeah.
Can I just sort of say to Zach, and I've already deduced that you'd like to sell the child. I'm sure that whatever you do will end up giving it quite a much better life.
Well,
he knows. No.
Bring the woman and the child and the deal's off, and you're going to get hunted down.
Oh, well, that does change things.
Yes, it does.
All right. Well, it looks like, my dear, you're going to have to go for a little ride. I unfortunately don't have a vehicle that I... No, wait, I do. Don't I? Thought I did.
The ex-Lone Star guy came in a pimped-out truck. Zach also has a truck with them. You can use those.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
A cyber arm.
All right, make your introductions, and then meet me at the address. Broker out, and the call ends.
It sound like a phone.
Yeah.
A cyber arm isn't the kind of thing you can just like pull off of someone, yeah?
No. I mean, you can, but it's like pulling off. It's the same way that you can just technically just pull off somebody's regular arm.
Somebody's regular arm.
I mean, it is totally a thing that gangers do, where like they kill each other and then they rip out the cyber and sell it.
All right, but it's fair to do it now would be very gauche. Okay, I will refrain. I
agree.
Yeah, what
baby
a black
armor.
cat fucking group.
Well, I do have a smuggling compartment. We could just shove them in the trunk.
I've never had a gun with
you start to hear you start to hear sirens. For those of you that can see AR, there's basically an AR thing. See, Corp Night Errant D contract activated. Response time of 15 minutes.
Okay, pansies are on the way. I'm going to reach to the very back of the aisle and pick up a bag of dog food that's not covered in concrete dust, and then walk out of the front of the store.
All right. Well, hang on, Heels. Are you going to get in on this?
Hell yeah.
All right. Okay.
I grab a box wine on the way out.
Any of you nerds hurt or anything?
Excuse me, it's not box wine, it's cardboardo.
Cardboardo, excuse me.
Yes, it's branded as cardboardo.
Did anyone get hurt? What's wrong with the officer here?
I took a little bit of stun damage.
Oh, and it's not actually in a bag in a cardboard box. They literally pour it into the cardboard, so the whole thing's soggy.
Yeah.
And it's not actual wine, it's just synthetic alcohol with wine flavor derived from soy.
Can I heal his stun damage or just wear off?
Yes, give me a first aid check. Though it's going to heal on itself within 2 hours or so.
He just rub his shoulders a little bit. You're like, how's that feel?
I just come over and be like, hey buddy, oh man, you look a little out of it. I like snap my fingers around his face a little bit, and I like pull on his ears like, how many fingers am I holding up? And I'm just like swiggling my hands around like crazy.
I guess 11.
Alright, let's see what we can do.
Alright, roll your first aid.
What was the thing? It's like SD.
First aid plus your medkit rating, which is 6.
Fiesta Pale in this universe.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yes, there are in fact Fiesta Pale.
I'm assuming it's just a bucket filled with powdered soy.
Yes, and krill for the deluxe version.
Oh, nice.
Then they've got like a Fiesta Pale inhaler for those on the go. You're just like,
yes.
You just cough out like cumin and barbecue dust. And you're like, oh.
All right, Deputy, your wounds are patched up with expert precision. Okay, so you're all just kind of walking out with these strange people. You have a feeling maybe you should make some introductions?
Oh, hey, computer guy with the thingy.
Yes, you must be.
Hey, so I got this new phone just now, and this gun with a smart on it. Can I have it?
Bullets.
Can you make it mine?
Well, I'm going to refer to you to the place of my employment, and I give him my contact information for the store.
I don't got time for that. I'm on the clock.
Well, unfortunately, my good man, I am currently off the clock, and I do not do work unless I am
But
actually
we're
at
a
the store.
team now.
He's like, I'll pay you an exposure.
Listen, listen. I'm not some
It's exactly what
bumbling
you want.
idiot who makes weird comments about guns and paying them an exposure. But I'll keep you patched up, service for service, and I'll just start like wiggling around.
Remember that we're all yelling over the siren that he left operating on the ambulance.
Oh yeah, my dock wag is still going.
Well,
I don't know how to turn that off.
Yeah, he's just
Yes, you do.
this is really
Yes,
I
you
do
do.
know how to turn that
You
off.
will
Yeah.
not be alive if you did not know how to turn it off.
All right, I probably know how to turn it off.
yeah, I'm just like, that is quite a tempting offer. I will have to take it up at a later date. For now, let us continue on to where we need to go. Which
All right,
is,
man.
So you
I'll
walk
just,
into the
I'll
parking
just
lot.
hold on to this stuff until you're ready. 'cause
My name
I'm here
is-
for you.
my name is not important. You may call me MC, or Master of Ceremonies, if you will. But MC
Master
will do.
Computer. You got it.
And MC just smiles. He's like, how delightful.
Zek is gonna get in his garbage truck.
I'm Healy boy. Heals. I heal with my hands. You can call me.
Are you
Healy.
gonna just eat? Are you just gonna eat these knocked out gangers into the back of a garbage truck?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask for help.
Guys, if we have enough time, I have vats of acid.
Can I?
No, Zek is going to go. They are garbage. I am putting them where they belong, and then crash little cube, and he's got a lit cigarette. Well, he's managed to roll a cigarette from the remains of all the cigarettes he fell on. So there's like halfway in it.
Hey, go.
He's
Is it,
smoking it like a Russian, so he's holding it like with the middle fingers in the middle. And he goes, and he's like gesturing to the back of the garbage truck, and he goes, no, I am garbage man. Plus, you crash little cube, little. And he goes, say with me, little cube, little cube. And he looks at the cop and he goes, little cube.
While he's offering, I'm going to.
You
take
speak
these
Russian?
things-
I speak Russian. I start talking to him in Polish.
All right, what's Cop Man doing?
I'm gonna reload those 2 rounds I fired and throw the 2 spent
Okay.
casings in the garbage truck.
Yeah.
All right, disposing of
to. Yeah, Zek is going to ask for help loading the gangers in there, because he's just kind of like a thin, wiry Russian dude, and you know.
I don't do that.
my character just goes, I believe I had an accident a few years ago that unfortunately has made my back unuseful in this current predicament. I believe our lovely street samurai here can definitely do.
Zek walks
What a
up
cool
to the
name.
Zek walks up to the hacker and goes,
To the
you,
chicken
you
mask
are
guy.
you are weak. You are weak like baby.
Very
Do not be
weak.
helpless like baby. Build strong bones.
He is an elf. He is an elf.
Yes.
Zek, okay. As soon as Zek realizes this, he goes, though I would not expect much from elf.
Oh,
Because-
well, of course not.
His grandfather told me, around elves, watch yourself.
A very wise person, your grandpa, and I would do the same.
I'm gonna grab one of each by the collar and just drag them towards the back of the truck.
So you're a samurai? Are you from like Japan?
Can he throw? Is he strong enough to just whip him in the back of the garbage? So you just hear like clang, clang.
Letterman's like looking around, kind of. He's like, he listened to that question, and he's like, he's taking his mask off and he's putting it back in the backpack, and he's looking around and he's about to be like, of course not, but then he's like, could I be?
And my guy just keeps inching closer.
I don't know. Oh, you keep getting closer to me?
I never saw a Japanese man up close.
He's white.
I'm very white.
And you've seen a lot
I
of
knew.
Japanese.
You know what? I knew
Seattle.
we were all the same on the outside.
All right, are you guys just gonna drive in heavily armed strangers?
Oh, yeah.
Promise.
First
hey,
of all,
Sure.
Zek is gonna sit there and like kind of hum to himself in Russian. And
I
he
know
just-
this song, and I start doing the Polish anthem.
he's just gonna like, you know, just kind of hum to him. No, he's gonna go as he just hydraulically flattens all of the gangsters.
Jeez, well, you're gonna forfeit the pay for bringing them alive, dude.
They're not
Pricer's
alive.
like, yo, bring them alive, man.
Did you say the
None of them were
gangers
alive.
or the?
Wait, yeah, there were.
Wait, who are we bringing back alive?
The three gangers that survived the fire.
Oh no, I'm
The
crushing the
hacker.
dead one.
Can I stabilize
Oh,
them
the
as they
dead
tie
one.
them
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so you just start to.
Yeah, while doing the Trollolo song. Just,
Yes.
and then as he opens it back up, and the organs and
It's
everything
dude
just
cube.
stretch like chewed gum under a boot. As it slowly opens back up, he points
The
at the other
smell
ones.
is indescribable.
Yeah, he points at the other ones who are still alive, and he goes, "If not cooperate, I make into paste or a small cube."
All right. Okay. Are you guys gonna get to the meat now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you drive down a couple of blocks. Man, this lady was unlucky. If that's
following in
just
my
how far
dock
she had to
wagon.
get. Wait, you don't have a? You have? Oh yeah, you have a vehicle, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just using the dock wagon license thing.
Yeah.
Oh
you've got
no,
a
you're not
fucking
gonna use your
Mad
fucking
Max
dock
Condor.
wagon. That costs money. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
It's for emergencies. No, don't be a
Okay.
fucking dumbass. Dicks.
Okay. Fine.
He just drives through.
Like,
the
especially
wall.
because then you'll piss off your. He'll like
Yeah, I don't wanna do
use
that.
force you to take experimental combat drugs or something.
You know I'm all about that.
Yeah. All right. So you get into the nondescript apartment building. You go to the place, and you open the door, and it's this completely just empty but well furnished place, and it looks to some of you, it kind of looks like a place that nobody's really lived in. It just looks like a show place.
Hmm.
So when you get there, there's this man in a suit, and he looks tan, but of kind of indeterminate race. You're not sure if he's just really tanned or if he's, you know, of naturally darker skin. And he's wearing these big shades that conceal most of his face. And he stands up and he says, "Gentlemen, let's make this quick because Scott Brown has a showing in about 2 hours." He extends his hand. "My name is Broker.
And
I'm
M-
going to be your fixer, chummers.
and MC
and then he
walks over
extends-
and shakes the hand.
MC, I've heard of you."
Oh,
Yeah,
at that
did
I
you-
am not surprised.
The
Broker,
Russian-
we're old friends.
"Yeah, well, you know, I know you. I've used to do a lot of running with Paul back in the day, but
Yeah.
now I got into where the real man is. So how'd you like to follow in your old boss's footsteps?"
Sure.
All right. And I don't know who. Well, I recognize you, Zach,
He
but
goes,
you probably don't know me.
He goes, "I'm garbage man. I know everything about everyone's garbage I pick up. I go through it in my apartment. Landladies scream. It also attracts many mice."
Well,
There's a
that's
lot
one
of
way to
sticky
keep yourself
rag in
in
his
business, I
truck.
guess.
He
And he
goes,
looks
"Also,
at-
No, he says, if work for you, no allowed to look in back of truck. That is sacred area."
Careers rules, man. All right. So how about the rest of you guys introduce yourself, explain what your skill sets are?
Yeah, go for it, Mister.
Yeah, like who are? I've never seen you before.
My
You in town or something? Come in from Denver or something, man?
yeah, something like that. Yeah, my name is checks license, and you know what? He literally pulls out his like comlink to check his license. And what is it? I gotta find my street
It's
here.
your name is Patrick Blatt,
Patrick.
according to your sin.
Is like you can call me Pat. I guess I'm Pat.
Okay, well, you're gonna want to use an alias in this business, chummer. A street name, like Zach. That's not his real name.
Oh.
Heels isn't his real name. MC
I
is
don't know who the
definitely
fuck
not his
named their
name.
kid Heels. Like, oh, this guy's gonna be a doctor.
Well, there's some people in the Barrens that do stuff like that.
I'm Healy Boy. I'm a medic in training. I'm really good at like that, and pretty much just that.
Okay, well, hyperspecialization is a thing that's depressingly common in this business, but maybe you'll overcome it.
But it's like I'm also pretty good at like cyber tech repair and also like anything that has to do with patching, medicine. I'm pretty solid at. I'm a pretty good driver. I like
That's
walks on the
important.
beach, and I like diving out of way of bullets. Gets my heart pumping, and when my heart starts pumping, I do weird shit. Like my brain goes wow. Anyone got any psych?
No, Heels. No, I don't.
Ugh.
All right, next up. You there. You look like ex-Lone Star. Am I right?
Well, that's what the duct tape's supposed to hide.
Yeah, well, it's peeling off, man.
Yeah. Fort. I was HRT.
Well-
I'm a private detective. We'll call it.
Well, no, you're not. You're not getting a lot of business. How'd you like to be on the other side of the law for once and make the real money?
Looks at the bag of dog food in his hand.
Well, I see you've already gotten started on the road to sin.
He just starts slowly putting it in his mouth and chewing, and he's like, "Let me think about it."
All right, if Broker thinks anything of your rampant unprofessional behavior, he doesn't say anything. So what are we going to call you instead of the obviously fake sin name?
Hey, Crispy Bacon is a fantastic name, sir.
You want to call yourself Bacon?
Yeah, Bacon works.
Bacon, all right. Everyone and their dog will know you're either a cop or crazy, so it works out. All right, Bacon, what are you good at?
Mostly guns, but also beating people.
Yep, like law enforcement. Or gangers. Not that different when you think about it. All right,
Got a
well, that
sweet
leaves
ride.
you. You point to the guy in the leather jacket. What do we call you?
I guess, just call me, Letterman.
Letterman. All right. Well, you got a Letterman jacket.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I
so
went
gentlemen, welcome to the biz. Now, first word of advice, and this one's free. Don't ever act so unprofessionally in an actual Johnson. You will get laughed out of anything lower than a shitty milk run.
Don't talk. Got it.
With that in mind, let me line you up with this shitty milk run. And he's like, can I get one of the and he like goes through the pockets of one of the guys that you knocked out, and he pulls out a comm link, pulls out a data chip, and puts it in a little holographic projector. All right, so
Zoom in and hand.
let's see how perceptive you guys. What have you noticed about these guys so far, what they wanted?
They wanted a baby.
Yeah,
They're more sober than I am.
yeah, I was gonna say it seems like they were after a child and a mother. The one that I was
Mm-hmm.
To be
pickpocketing.
fair, though, Zek was also after a baby. So I
Well,
don't know.
Zek
if
is
that
a
was
40.
big-
He would probably his
Well,
own mother.
Well, I know Zek. I'm like, yeah, I know Zek would want the child, but yeah, I just go. It appears that they were after the mother and the child, but for what reason I can't understand.
Well, you,
Well, MC, you went through her comlink, didn't you?
yeah.
What did you see there?
What? Hold on. I did write it down.
There's an
Saw
argument
the
with the
future.
warehouse manager.
Yeah, there was an argument with a nearby warehouse manager, but nothing out of the ordinary for a woman of her stature.
Well, don't you think it's a little foreboding that he was saying she would regret it?
Trying
Do you
to
think
squeeze
that
in
might be
for money.
connected to this attempt on her life?
Dear sir, I live out in the Barrens. People being threatened is not new.
Okay, well, out in the civilized zone, it is. Well, it isn't, but they're a little bit less straightforward about it.
Of course. I understand what you're saying. So, yes, this was a little strange, I suppose. Why do you ask?
Because That means there's business and there's a business opportunity involved here. Now, I have a couple of chips and some pieces of information and pay data you don't know about. But I'm going to see if I can pull this together and make a big score for you guys. But there's a few pieces of info that are missing. These guys look like they're from some kind of gang, given that they're all wearing similar clothing, similar builds. But I need to do some legwork into them. Now, how about this? I've identified through looking through their contacts that that they have two buddies that are sitting in some kind of like coffin hotel several blocks away from where they usually hang out. It looks to me, after cursory data search through one of my hacker contacts, that they're looking to sell some pay data. I want you guys to go up there and take their data and bring it back to me. I'll pay you 1,000 yen each. This is the milkiest of milk runs, chummers. Think you can handle it?
A quite simple task for one of our abilities, for sure.
He looks to the rest of the Shadowrun.
I'm MC, so I'm going to talk a lot. So you guys could feel free to interject at any point. Does that sound great to you, Mr. Letterman?
I'm looking on my comlink, just trying to figure out. Like, I'm looking at my calendar; it's a blank. I'm looking at contacts. There's nothing there.
Can I do like a perception check to see if I can try to figure this guy out?
And
sure.
Okay.
It's a sense motive check, not a perception check.
I'm sorry. What's it called?
That's on the common thing.
Okay.
For your initiative, where you can find your initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So it's judge intentions, actually. For you, it's 10 dice.
Okay, thank you. I don't know where you see that, but I'm going to just take your word for it. I'm also really far from the screen, so it's kind of hard to see. So 10 dice. I'm going to roll that. I'm going to see if I can try to figure out what this guy's all about.
And I look up and I'm like, doesn't seem like I'm doing anything tonight. So yeah, I'm in.
All right, Zek. I mean, beating someone up for cash isn't something you shy away from, is it?
He just starts laughing, but it's that horrible laughter that's half sinister and half joyful.
He smiles, and basically, like behind him, if you can see an AR screen, just like stonks going up.
Excellent. Oh, dog wants to play.
Yeah,
Dog food. That's metagaming.
Yeah.
So I'm going to still be staring at all the unconscious gangsters, trying to figure out what gang they're from.
All right, give me your gang knowledge check.
Give me a sec. It's going to be 7d10 or
D6. The bacon.
That's good.
So that's 2 successes.
These guys are definitely not part of the gang.
Okay.
That you know of. Now, gangs turn up and disappear all the time, but it doesn't match anything that you know.
Well, I've been out of work for a second, so that's not surprising.
Yeah, but you still follow along with, what's the happenings for gangs and shit.
We should get a drink.
Yeah, so Broker seems to fill in. All right, so now you accepted, let me tell you these guys aren't gangers, they're house workers that have broken into a life of crime. Now, these guys are dumbasses. They all have active sins, and they're all operating in general, regular, mostly civilized areas, which you trace and track down. Now, I know that there's 2 of them, but I don't have all the information about full membership and what their goals are. Now, if these guys turn to crime like this, there must have been a pretty good score. I want to find out what that's about. So that's why you're going to that apartment building, and you're going to extract the pay data. Whatever means you see appropriate.
I'm sure the 5 of us could find a way to extract this data quite easily. Although I don't think that the neighbors will enjoy the noise, but it will be of no consequence.
It's a really shitty block, so he kind of shoots you a window in augmented reality showing address on the general floor.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
so
quite
it's-
familiar
it's-
with an area like this.
Yeah, it's getting into Redmond, so it's almost a Barrens, but not. So maybe don't go in there with your, battle rifles on full auto X explosive rounds. But if it does come to a scuffle quick, you'll get out without a lot of trouble.
Ah, the Redmonds.
Oh yeah.
Sounds,
All right.
Sounds good to
Any
me.
questions?
No questions here. That sounds pretty straightforward.
Is there anything
Alright.
like juicy or shiny looking on the people who are dead, or they've been stripped?
I'll give you your cut of the loot.
And also, if we do find anything of consequence that could be used for later currency in the apartment, is there any way that we could sell it to you at a lower price?
Honestly, MC, you probably have better connections that'll give you a better price than I will.
No.
If you want me to
Oh,
handle
that's-
that, I'll do it.
That's right. Thank you. Keep forgetting that.
Because I know I'm a fixer. I know every
Okay.
kind of person that's worth
Well,
knowing
then
in this
that's
city,
what
but
I'll tell the other guys.
You got to compensate me for being a middleman.
It's also
So
the definition.
you
of
got your own
middleman, yeah.
connections. Use them.
Well, if
you
any
know,
of you
it-
find anything in that apartment, I'll be able to at least get it sold for you.
Also, and he picks up the pistol and he takes a look at the pistol and the comlink that Heels got. You are rookie mistake, Heels. There are fit tags on this. They could trace that. He takes out this little stick and just zaps the RFID tag. In fact, all of the merchandise that you guys just shoplifted out of that stuffer shack have RFID chips on them. And I hope you don't run into any cops with those running, because those goods are hot and it'll broadcast as such to any cop.
Well, I had already drank that box wine in the parking lot back at the building, so didn't make it very
Yeah,
far.
I assumed I paid for the dog food.
My car Bordeaux was already gone by the time I got here.
Letterman sheepishly pulls out the Aries that he just had stuff in his pants, and he just kind of it's like, could you zap this, please?
Yeah, he pulls out the tag racer and he zaps it, and he just
imagine the
gives you.
with a purple outline around his lips from all the shit wine he drank.
Thank you.
Give your actually, Letterman, you have a tag eraser.
Oh, I have
in
a
your
tag
kit.
eraser. Oh, okay.
I have a tag eraser, and it's been so long since I played that completely slipped my mind.
And
Yeah. Well,
and
now you know. Well, yeah. Actually, bacon for you. You actually, it's just going to go into your food expenses, so you don't actually have to track it.
well, actually, that's the thing. It's
Because this was just a regular grocery thing. Yeah.
we all just took them and walked out of the store. That's how it works anyway. So all our
Well,
accounts
if you're broadcasting running in hidden mode, it
Oh,
doesn't,
okay.
because
All
it
right.
can't detect that you're a person.
It was a little purple.
So racing tags is just a thing that you can do. You don't have to.
Yeah, so there are hardened tags which you can't erase, but jam, or you can otherwise just physically destroy.
All right. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll just very awkwardly try and do what I saw the man do, and I think I'll do it, but it'll take me twice as long.
Yeah. Because I think the issue here is that going on.
You kind of going in and out with the mic.
Oh,
you
Yeah.
I think the issue is also because the alarm was going off when you picked up merchandise and you
Yeah.
left with it, it would register as stolen.
All right. Okay.
Mhm. All right, so you guys gonna move on?
Yeah. Well, we'll just
All right.
ride on over to the super ghetto place and rob these guys.
All right, you walk down the streets of Renton. Rows after rows of generic residential structures line the streets as you drive down. As you start going further and further north, approaching Redmond, they begin to deteriorate until soon you see buildings that have more broken out windows than intact ones. Gang graffiti becomes all the
Oh,
you
we're
start seeing
we're walking. I thought we were driving.
transients. No, you're driving.
Oh, okay.
As you go down, yeah. And you start seeing more chipheads, junkies, and other rentals lining the streets. All right. So, how far away are you gonna from the target location?
Let's. I make the suggestion. We should probably park at least half a block away. We just don't want to bring any attention to our vehicle. Although it will be quite difficult to get back to it in a quick hurry, it would be the safest option. I will leave that up to the rest of you to decide.
One of you should probably take on a leadership role. Unless you want to make everything a vote.
we run it like a pirate ship. So
I'm
just
a red shirt in this game.
We all take 2 weeks, and we serve the role of leader, but everything's voted on. The majority rule,
you pass the talking stick, like in the middle of a gunfight. Like, excuse me, I
think we should fall back.
Well, I guess my character is the talkie, the planner guy, so I could always just take the lead on this role.
Master computer program accepted.
Yeah, the Russian is just like glowering at the elf. Not because he disagrees with his leadership role. He just disagrees with the concept of elves drawing air that could be used for other things like tire fire.
Yeah.
Well, you should do more perception about my character. Anyway, I
bet he's a human.
No, you don't understand. I know meta knowledge about his character. I'm keeping everything in character.
Yes.
The Russian sees something that looks like an elf. It's an elf.
Of course. So my character is basically going to suggest that we park about half a block down the street, and I would like to be able to see if I can access any sort of nodes within the building, like probing.
Give me a give me a cyber warfare. So
sorry, could you hold the mic down again? Because you cut
cyber warfare, please.
All right, and that.
Hey, you know, Zach.
7.
I was near a tire fire once. I didn't breathe so good.
You said cyber combat?
Yeah, 7 dice. Everything is 7 dice for you.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just wanted to look. Oh, it's dark. It's dark in here. The darkness has consumed us.
I cast magic missile into the darkness. Great. So you're sitting in your pair of pickup trucks. You locate a lot of nodes, and you don't know exactly which apartment that the guy is in.
Can I do like a back trace based on the information I collected off of the dead guys?
Yes. With that much, you realize that he's on the 2nd floor, and it's the apartment number.
Okay. Well, they're going to be on the 2nd floor. I will be able to assist you from the rear. However, I would suggest you also install a rear guard. I will be able to fire my firearm. However, if I am hit, I will go down. I'll
get you back up.
I am quite effective as in a role of being able to assist. However, but in a gunfight, I am not so.
I think if I head in and maybe one other person, we'll bring the muscle, and then you guys can watch the outside in case they make a run for it.
I got a gun.
Because your fixer just needs the information, like whatever information he has on it, presumably, or maybe a backup data chip.
Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that there's somebody inside the room, so I'm not going to go in.
Yeah, so you can see the node, and you see that it's, but you'd have to have it again.
Okay, can I try?
Well, from this distance, there's going to be a lot of so you can try it. It's going to be a pretty bad.
Okay,
best bet is probably to get within line of sight.
All right, let's get within line of sight. So, who wants to lead the way? Who wants to go forward into the darkness?
Zick points at the policeman. He just points.
Ah, yes, the policeman. I'm sure he has quite a good reputation for being a good point man, correct?
Apologies, was muted for the dogs. Indeed, I do.
That is excellent. Well then, good sir, I would suggest you take point. The rest of us will indeed cover you.
Okay.
All right, you walk into the shitty apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you walk in. It's there's wallpaper peeling off. Even they didn't even bother to put any augmented reality conversations or anything like that. There's one guy at the counter, this pudgy, bald guy, just sitting at the counter with his feet up. He's like,
My man.
what do you want here?
Any
Visiting
spice?
an old friend.
Roll con.
No. Six.
That's probably bullshit, but who are you looking for?
I never got a name, did I? Fuck.
Can I interject at all?
Yes.
Says my character is a talker. Excuse me, good sir. We are currently here, searching for our very good friend who's on the second floor. We all have a delivery that we need to make. It's kind of like a surprise party, if you will. And
Surprise!
and we would not like to make our friend wait, if you understand our meaning.
Roll con.
Okay. I should have a pretty good con on that.
Do you mention the apartment number? Or do you just...
Yeah, I would mention it. You didn't. I don't remember you telling me what the number...
201. I think I didn't. I failed to mention it.
Hey, tell him I'm the clown.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, I mentioned the apartment number. Like, he is staying at 201. Now, we must reach our friend in order to give him his birthday present. You wouldn't want us to wait on that now, would you?
Roll con.
Where's con at? Oh, wait.
The Zach plan was
got it.
going to be garbage delivery.
Oh, got it. I got it.
If you don't pay your garbage,
Yeah,
bring it back.
he's up there. He paid his rent in advance. I don't know how he has money. Whatever. He paid his month's rent. Don't care what happens to him.
Well, don't worry. We will try our best to keep the noise down to the best of our abilities. I'm sure the rest of us agree. We do not wish to rock the house. So
because the apartment is from cooking meth in there, so don't bother them. They'll probably shoot you.
Oh, thank you for the wonderful advice. Shall we, gentlemen, go up to the second floor now?
Proceed.
Oh, you're the point man.
Great.
You can go first. I'm not going first. I'm scared.
I'll go first.
Yeah, I'm saying I proceed.
All right.
All right, you go up the You go up the grungy ass stairwell, and you realize there's
How many Gatorade bottles are on this stairwell?
Are they full of
0.
urine?
They all got stolen.
Just like a bunch of Gatorade bottles filled with piss as we're going up.
All right, so this is the apartment. This is 201, and that's the meth up there. You don't want to go there.
Point it again. Ping the meth. Oh, okay. So you marked it. Okay. Yeah. Since I'm closer to the node, is there any way I can try to? Would there be any penalty for me to try, or do I need to get even closer?
Nope, you can just try to hack his node now.
All right. Gonna roll that right now.
I'm gonna turn to whoever else is
Nope.
with me and say, "This is a bad place for a gunfight. Let's try and avoid it."
I just got a gun.
I pull out the baton.
Pew 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 pew.
How did that?
I'm really resisting the urge to say time to take out the trash.
No.
Time to take out the trash.
You start breaking into the node. What does everyone else do?
Zek is going to reload his gun.
All right.
Insert
pull
gun
out your
reload noise.
You just
And,
There you go.
and I retain the magazine.
Of course you do. Okay, that's unchambered now. Okay. All right.
Garbage
This isn't
day.
exactly Ocean's 11 here.
I was saving that. God damn it, you ruined it.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I was gonna kick the door in and do garbage day as I started shooting.
You could do it anyway. Just do it anyway.
Not the same.
I'm
now.
keeping a watch to make sure
Oh.
no neighbors are leaving their apartments.
Yeah, everyone's apologizing now. It was everyone in chat
Right.
who was suggesting it. Everyone's
You can
sorry.
Just move your tokens around. I'm not going to make you pull initiative until you actually like kick in something. Anyway, the door has a. You notice that the door to the apartment has a mag lock on it, which is a lot nicer than the meth door, which is barely on its hinges.
Can I try and listen at the door?
All right, roll perception.
All right.
If you have any hearing enhancements, add them to the roll.
I have some earbuds.
Yeah. Do they have any audio enhancement?
I believe I do. Let's see here. Gear, earbuds, audio enhancer, rating 3.
Rating
plus-
3. So you add 3 dice to your hearing roll.
Oh, nice.
Perception check.
Okay. Perception is... What's my perception? 4. Okay, 3. All right, so... Roll. Boop.
You don't hear a lot of noise, but you do smell this wonderfully kind of bitter aroma. It smells like coffee, but way nicer than anything at the Stuffer's Shack dispenser,
So, like, actual coffee.
perhaps.
Oh my god. Who are these people? Have we stumbled into someone really dangerous?
Possibly. How's my hacking going?
Roll again.
They got real coffee, man. These are like Bond level dudes.
All right. You're in.
I'm in.
It's the dude just watching.
Oh, he's just watching porn, drinking coffee. He's like, this is nice.
Master computers in it.
What can I do now that I'm in?
Well, he has a pretty shitty. Imagine like he has a smart home, so like you can unlock the door. There's like the sound system, which he's not broadcasting sound; he's just listening in his. There's like his standard like food processing unit control.
Okay. So how about I do this? I looked at everyone. I'm like, all right. Well, here's my idea for a plan. Tell me if it's too much for the rest of you. I will unlock the door, and then you go in and point guns in his face until he gives us what we want. But you must do it quietly. I'm sure you can handle that, correct?
I don't think this gun has a silencer.
Oh, don't worry. He won't have to worry about a silencer if he stands still like he should.
He just shoots the gun down the alleyway and is like, is that a silencer?
It's like, is the smart system silenced?
All of us are like,
Is this quiet enough?
You guys are going to have to start this stream by playing the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia theme. You know, when the gang goes to the grocery store.
would that plan be acceptable to the rest of you?
Somebody made mention that guns might be a bad idea with a meth lab right across the hall.
Of course.
Might get nervous,
Well,
might get a little
The guns are
explodey.
there for intimidation factor, not so much for... I'm hoping you guys, like, he's sitting there jerking off. I hope you guys don't, like, bust in and you're just like, unload!
Oh no, you can look through his comlink cam. He's not doing off. He's just watching.
Oh, he's an observer, drinking coffee. He's like, yes. This is
Yes,
great.
like yes, big booty elf bitches
Sip.
23, my favorite. They really improved from big booty elf bitches 22.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, you really need to improve your subscription. Anyway,
Well, we are. He is watching porn. I mean, we could wait for him to put himself into a unrecoverable position.
no, you guys can just walk in.
It might add to everything. Just like actually catch him with his pants down.
Well, the longer you keep discussing this while he's broken into the know, the longer the chance
Yeah,
your
guys.
intrusion's going to be detected.
All right,
So.
yeah. Open up the door. We'll take him out.
Okay.
Yep, I draw the hand cannon and I point at the Rush and I'm like, let's go.
All right, so I unlock the door with my beep boop, clickety clack, type it on the thingy majig thing.
Alright. Alright, who goes in first?
Letterman will go in there.
Stack up.
We practically are.
Alright, Letterman, are you wearing your Hotline Miami?
Boom, 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 boom.
I didn't say, but yeah. Whenever the heat goes on, the mask goes on.
Alright, you mask up and you walk in, you just open the door. Well, how do you open the door?
Does the door automatically open?
Yeah, it's just,
No, it's just locked.
It's just
so you
unlocked.
can kick it open, you can kick it open or just open.
No,
I don't know.
I just like gently open it and come in and
All
leave
right,
it
so
open.
So you're going to
Gently
like
open.
Kramer in through the door like, hey!
Give me an infiltration check.
Okay. That's going to be pretty decent actually.
yeah, hold G to mask up.
There you go.
Payday soundtrack.
Get the drill. It's just a guy. Get the drill.
Guys, a thermal drill. Go get it. When I
have to put the
played,
drill
when
on the
I
guy's
was
wallet,
playing
and he's like,
Shadowrun, as a player in Shadowrun, our fixer had the Bane voice because our GM could do a really good impression of it. So we were just making those memes all. All right, you sneak in and he doesn't notice you.
Oh, okay. And
because he's just watching this elf chick get railed by some big dong.
Well, naturally, you
It's
sit down next
like
to him.
you'd kind of it's like, but it's such a shitty pirated feed that it's all kind of pixelated out. You can barely. It looks kind of like the Daily Dose.
Jeez.
.gif, if you're
right.
familiar with that.
Yeah, he downloaded it right from the GIF,
I'll just
just looping back and forth.
I'll just wind up and nail him in the head
With what?
with a stun baton.
Okay, give me a clubs check +3
Okay, plus or minus?
plus.
Plus. Okay, so it's gonna be.
I turn on my shoulder pad lights the moment I see him hit.
All right, you just fucking and you've whacked the guy right in the face, and he's knocked the fuck out. He's like, oh, he slumps over.
All right, everybody in the apartment.
All
I
right.
think
Right.
it's clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I start going. I want to go through. I start looking through the
Yeah, we
apartment.
check through the rooms.
Yeah, Zek is going to properly rifle through this man's possession.
yeah. I'm also helping somehow.
I'm gonna close the door, and ask,
You can just lock it from your side.
and lock it from my side
Yeah.
because they said there were two of these guys, and I only knocked out one, so other guy might be out.
All right, so a couple of you notice a few things. One, you hear a toilet flush. Two, you see that on the inside, it reads Scott Brown Properties, showing house.
Well, this
We
is
poked the bear.
It's time to leave.
well. Let us.
We don't know when he's having a showing.
Yeah, well, let's just get what we came here for and leave. I doubt they're going to really miss a little bit of a data stick.
All right, you hear the sounds of somebody like back on, and then some light footsteps.
Does anybody want to go?
Can I go out to meet?
I'm gonna position on this side of the door. Trash man, you get on the other, and we just Scooby Doo his ass as he comes through.
I'll restrain the guy I knocked out.
All right, you zip tie him.
I'll cover my face with the doctor's surgery mask.
Okay.
So
All
you're
right.
acting like you're a visiting doctor, like, I am here.
I would like leave the room and just look at them and go, "He's dead, Jim."
All right, so the guy walks through. The bacon and Zek. What do you do?
Zek puts his hands in his pockets and just acts like he belongs here. He's gonna play it cool.
All right, so the guy just kind of makes a double take when he sees you. Bacon, do you do anything?
I'm
Bacon,
waiting to
start
see how he
cooking some
responds to Zach.
He's like, what? Who the fuck are you?
I am here for showing.
Oh shit! It's Scott Brown! And he turns around and he starts to run back towards his bedroom.
Zek just
Completely
points to the
not
cop.
seeing the bacon.
Yeah, Zek just points to the cop. Like he does that underworld gesture that's like, sort that man out. You know, just like,
All right, I'll follow him into the room.
All right, you see him starting to frantically pull something out from under the bed, put it into one of his pockets, and then he starts trying to like look around. Oh shit! I'll try to like he starts sliding the window open, and he looks like he's about to try to do some Die Hard shit.
I'm gonna grab him
Yeah.
from behind and use subdual combat.
All right, roll your unarmed subdual dice pool for that.
I got you.
All right, you
So
pretty
that
quickly manhandle him, and he's like, "Oh shit, no, Scott Brown!
I got you. Okay.
They said it was okay."
I just put
we're gonna
both
never-
hands around his
I
neck
mean,
and pull him back in the window.
Oh no, I'm just saying
Yeah.
I got it. I'm just telling you, it's free. I was just letting you know it's free delivery.
All right, you now have this guy thoroughly manhandled.
We need to restrain him.
All
Yes,
right,
we do.
So if you get
and
something,
see that there's like this bulk bag of excuse me, there's not a bulk bag, but there's just like a half full mug of coffee, and it smells wonderful.
Oh. Zek is going to walk over to that coffee, and he's going to drink it. He's going to slow drink it. He's going to drink it like a coffee commercial.
It's
You know,
wonderful.
best
You know, it doesn't even leave
part
that like
of
film of
Like
stickiness.
a woman
like
that wants to fuck her brother.
No, ooh, wow. No.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying-
that one.
That's a
got
good
that-
reference.
He's
Holy
holding
shit.
the coffee cup in both
Tis the
hands,
season.
like it's the Grail, and he's slowly drinking. And then he puts it down, and he goes, "All right, gentlemen, here is question: shall we have witnesses today, or do we make a deposit in garbage truck?"
No, please, Scott Brown, please. We're not fucking with you.
He goes, "No, garbage does not speak," and he gestures to the cop to make him less quiet or less talky, less words.
Give him a solid whack on the back of the head.
All right, yeah, no, this guy has body one. Yeah, he just knocked the fuck out. You hit him like right where the skull can.
Wow.
And he's just like, doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll and make sure that wasn't
No.
fatal?
No, you know.
Okay, Zek is gonna reach under the sink and get a contractor-sized garbage bag.
It has a Scott Brown logo on it. It says that this one isn't the one that doubles as bags. Look back at the sink, and then there's one that says alternate use body bag.
Good. Yeah, Zek is just gonna gesture like you put him in there. You know.
All right. And while they're doing that, I'm going to look for this information we came here for.
Because I
Alright.
figure when we leave this building, we need to not walk out with bodies. We don't want to leave them here. So if we just people disappear, we have a garbage truck.
Throw 'em out
and
the
we're
window.
taking the garbage out.
We just throw it out the window.
Yes. Is there a garbage chute?
No, it's too shitty for. There is one, but it's clogged.
Oh, God.
I
Oh,
like how he
no.
considered it for a moment, though.
Oh.
We're the second people to show it with bodies today. Like we meet some other runners and they're like, "Hey Frank, how's it going?" Don't use that; it's full.
Well, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, Ryder
I mean,
also
there is
says,
a perfectly good elevator.
I agree with Ryder. We should raid the fridge before we leave.
All right, you raid the fridge. There's just like a half-empty bottle of soy mayo and a box of Crunch Munch. They didn't even zip tie the bag closed, so it'll stay. Also, why would you refrigerate chips?
Yes, dinner. But we're gonna. We need to look for.
I
Zach
will
is taking
grab
the
that
chips
crunch
out.
munch.
Zach just takes the chips out and he looks at the refrigerated chips and he goes, "Americans."
So how do I search for this chip? What's the thing I have?
You give me a. Well, where are you looking? Are you checking their comm links, or are you just like searching the building?
No, I'm doing their comm links. So it'd be 7.
Automatic. The first guy doesn't have a whole lot. It's basically just like it looks like he deliberately deleted most of his information, but he has a register. He has like a rating once. He has like a really shitty fake sin. It's just Hugh Man. All the other information is deliberately
Hugh
obfuscated.
Man
but
1,
you
2,
search-
3, 4.
Yeah, basically. But you search through, and it looks like he's just like looking up the price of real coffee on the market and trying to find a seller without a lot of success.
I'm beginning to deduce that these gentlemen don't belong here.
Now, Mr. Bacon, you search the perp and you see that he has a data chip in addition to his own. These guys only had knives on them, no guns.
And he tried to grab a bag on his way out as well, right?
Yep. Which
What's in
had
the
some
bag?
coffee beans in them. They smell delicious.
Yeah, I'm taking those.
Zach,
All
you
right.
can't smell anything anymore.
What do you mean I can't smell anything?
You're
Garbage
garbage.
men have a highly attuned sense of smell. They don't smell awful things anymore. Only good things.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I ain't smell. He's not smell blind.
Okay, so we found a chip.
Zek's taking the coffee beans, and he's
Yeah.
just gonna very carefully wrap that bag up and put them in his pocket. This is going home.
Is there any way I can download any kind of like contact information that these gentlemen might have had, even if it's shitty?
Yeah, you have. So he has a couple of contacts for a guy called Foreman. There's another one for there's Foreman. Where are the fucking info? There's Foreman, there's Jules, and then there's like 20 other guys that they're just like generic American names.
Okay. So I'm just gonna save those for later. We can look those up at a later date. Well, gentlemen, it seems like we have accomplished our task. Might I suggest we hastily leave this premises, lest we irk
Come
the
out.
ire of the next-door neighbors, who seem to be well armed. Heels just fucking sprints out.
Yeah, we're gonna take the garbage. We're gonna take the garbage bag with us. I'll work with the cop, and we'll just like drag it down the hallway. We'll act like we're garbage men. Zek is kind of already wearing the uniform anyway.
Yeah, and Bacon is just an unemployed cop, so of course he's working these kinds of gigs.
Do we need to say anything to the guy at the front desk, you think?
He literally just grunts as you walk.
He doesn't pay enough. He doesn't get paid enough to care.
Yeah, he's like, "Did you take the key? Because I need the key back."
No key this time, I'm afraid.
All right,
Although the-
Shadowrunners, get it.
The door is unlocked if you need to get inside. I would not suggest it, though. That is a quite a dreadful experience.
He kind of just glares at you. The look of like a retail worker that has just been made to actually do his job.
Well, one is still alive up there. He's just restrained.
No, they're both still alive. They're just not for long.
No. Are they all in trash bags? Because
Yeah.
the one didn't see
Yes.
us.
Yeah, we took them both.
Oh, we took them both. Okay.
Down the stairs. Tuk, 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 tuk.
Yes.
All right.
All right. All right. So what do you do now? You gonna contact your fixer?
I gotta put the bodies in the stompy boy, and I
You-
gotta pull that lever
You
while
might want to
whistling
call the
Trollolo.
fixer before you dispose
Okay,
of
I
those
will
men.
lower the hydraulic ram to where it's contacting the body, but not quite smushing it.
All
And
right.
then he's gonna
So
make
you
the
can
gesture
dispose
like
of them. You have to.
Extremely
he's got
restrained.
the teeth of it are pushing into the flesh, and then he like holds off the hydraulic. Like, "Ooh," and he lets off, and he looks over and he goes, "Perhaps make phone call."
Yeah, like let me make a phone call, and it'll be like a group convo.
All right. This is broker. Do you have the pay data?
I believe we do, and we also have two vagrants that seem to be in a wrong place at the wrong time. How would you like us to deal with them?
Your call, chummer.
And I just look over at Zek and I just nod.
No,
Give him
you
a
do
thumbs
like
up.
the Roman thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
He just nods and just holds the lever down until that like crunch. There's a crunch and then there's a horrible splat noise.
Yeah, and the broker can hear it over the phone. He can hear the
Yeah,
sound.
no. Broker is like, okay, you guys are you can see him like type something. See, all right, you guys are a very black hat group. Sure to next time there's some baby eating jobs, I'll send them your way.
Oh, and Zek goes, it never gets old.
Where would you like us to drop off
I'm
this
gonna
chip?
look inside the trash or the truck and be like, I don't think I can fix that.
Transmit me the information you got from the banks, and I might have a Mr. Johnson.
Very well. I open up a secure transmission and send him the date.
All right. Okay. I'll call you back in a few minutes.
All right.
I'll have
we'll
your
be-
pay too.
That is most wonderful. We'll wait here for your call with bated breath. Goodbye.
Maybe don't wait at the scene of the crime.
Well, I mean, we're going to go to the truck, which was parked half a block away. So,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, so you're just gonna wait in the truck parked there.
Would you guys like to go? I'm still hungry. Would you guys like to go to a local grocery store?
You know what? You're absolutely correct. We never did get a chance to really eat.
Very well then. Let's go to one of those stuffer shacks.
Can we go to a Denny's?
Let's go someplace
Yeah.
better than Denny's. Let's go to a stuffer shack.
All right. As you start driving down, the sun starts to rise. As you drive away, you see a Scott Brown armored truck just zoom past you. Then you see them get out and just run into the building. Just like, Scott Brown, motherfucker! Get the fuck out!
Oh, at the building we just left.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm missing something too, but that's fine. I feel like it's like when GoFlux was like, "Why is there a limo in the basement? What is in that limo?" He's like, "Oh, there's a stuffed bear back there. Why is there a bear?"
I look up Scott Brown Shadowrun, and it's like, no, it's
Something. Yeah, it's
Scott
a
Brown-
reference
no,
me and Michael
Scott Brown.
didn't get.
Scott Brown's a
it's a-
politician, but
No, it's a Cyberpunk 2020 game. Seth Skorkowski tells awesome RPG stories on his YouTube channel.
okay.
And
All right.
it's yeah. So what we're gonna do is we'll just drive around and find a restaurant and celebrate our first good run once we get our money.
Yes.
Once we, yeah.
We'll just we'll pull up to the parking lot and just sitting
We
there in
could
the
probably just be like, "Yo, broker, pay us. We're here."
I just imagine like Zach, like, okay, they're all sitting around at the Denny's or whatever talking, and they're talking with a broker on their phone. And then like Zek's out in the parking lot smoking with a hose, just spraying them back in the garbage.
All right. Let's see. At 4 a.m., where can you go to eat?
We hit
Supper
the
Shack. No, you're not in Snohomish. All right, you go to a different stuffer, the one that's like a block away from the one that got shot up, and you
The
can see that
better
there's
one.
some lighter on that cordon off the area.
I disagree.
And
I don't
investigating
believe that
the
this
crime
one is the
scene.
better one.
It's the
This one-
exact same. Even the guy at the counter looks the same.
I know,
This
but
Welcome to
this
Stuffer
one
Shack.
all-
Stuff
this-
your face for
This
cash.
This one always has. I mean, they always have stuff in Crunch and Munch, but this one always has more stock.
it has the onion and cream cheese version of that. You're like, that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's the breakfast flavor.
Yeah. Okay, so we call broker and be like, "Yo, where the money at?"
I'm sure, like, as soon as he like verified the pay data, our comlinks just blink and it's like $1,000, 1,000 new yen.
Well, he could, but that leaves a trail. So he's like, "All right,
okay.
stand by." And
Okay.
after a couple minutes, some some street urchin just runs up, gives you a cred stick,
Oh,
and then like just stands there like waiting for something.
Oh,
so he gives us a cred stick, and then
was he waiting for something?
is he like looking for a tip? Is that what he's like?
Probably.
waiting for a tip.
Our friend out there, the European man with a cigarette hosing down his garbage truck, will have your tip. Please go see him.
Yeah, the kid just gives you this look, and he just
He goes, "What?" I'm sorry,
So-
you cut out right at the end there.
he just looks at you. The guy looks at you, and then he just like jogs away.
Oh, it appears he doesn't want his tip. How unfortunate for him.
Yeah. So there's 5,000 new yen on that cred stick, as promised.
The Russian is just hosing human effluence out of the back of the garbage truck.
I'll magically pop up right next to him. Hey.
Actually, there's 6,000 because of your cut of the loot is 200 each.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Yeah.
So add that. You can add that to your sheets. There's a karma and new yen section, so you can click
All
new
right.
yen gain and then add. I'll double check this for you guys in case you fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck it up. Where on Chummer would that be?
It's under
It's
the
one of
Karma
the-
Union tab.
Yeah, it's one of the tabs on the right.
New yen. All right.
All right, so you go and you go to Stuffer
Ah.
Shack and you get your fucking favorite snack foods and you stuff your face. But when you're
All right.
done,
So we,
Broker calls you back and he says he has a Johnson for you. Do you have any questions about how this whole thing works, or are you just ready to get right to it?
I have a few questions about how this works.
Okay, ask.
Yeah, no, I was exactly how exactly do we receive our jobs? And I'm asking you as a GM and player, not as my character.
Well,
Yeah.
unless you're doing something of your own initiative, Johnson will contact you directly, or I'll contact you saying that we have a Johnson for you. So you're going to go to the meat place. So, all right, hang on. So run is set up 4 steps: meet, legwork, run, drop off. First step is a meet. You meet the Johnson, and you call him Mr. Johnson because you work under conditions of anonymity. In practice, well, you probably want to find out who the Johnson is so you can screw with him if he screws with you.
Yeah.
Next step is you do the legwork. You find out information about your target so that you can do it effectively instead of just going in blind and getting shot by a bunch of kids with blunderbusses.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
Then you do the run, whatever that is.
Which is what the rest of you can do. I can watch from a distance.
You give the Johnson what he wants. He gives you what you want.
My character is really good at probing and talking to people. He can shoot, but if he gets shot, he's going down pretty much. Me and Goat played it out. He's not very good at a fight. So,
I break people and people accessories.
Awesome. Well then, all right then. Well, give us a call when you're ready. We'll be waiting right here.
No. The Johnson wants you to meet at this coffee shop.
Oh, he already wants to meet. Okay, I didn't hear that. My bad.
Yep.
All right, we'll go meet him here at the coffee shop. And then I just nod and hang up the phone. All right, then I guess we're going to a coffee shop. I hope you boys like coffee.
Zek just starts laughing and keeps hosing the garbage truck down.
It is quite a sight to watch a man do something he truly enjoys. A rare sight in a world like this. However, Zek, we must now go and get our coffee. I hope you enjoy American coffee. I can't vouch for your tastes, but I think that this coffee shop might have something you will enjoy.
Zek just
I'm
goes,
just saying you should always do what you love.
Zek just goes, I would like if talk less.
And I would like a lot of other things in life as well. Shall we get going?
Zek
I'm
just
sitting
leaves the hose running on the ground and then gets in the truck.
That is truly a Russian way to do things.
No, I'm just trying to play all the Russian stereotypes of fuck society and fuck rules. And he's in the Stuffer's shack. He of course bought his replacement cigarettes, and he just lights one with the other and fires up the gas.
While he's smoking a cigarette.
All right, so we're heading.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head until you start hitting the lights of downtown. And actually, you start going up towards Bellevue, where there's nice manicured lawns and gates and heavily patrolled areas, but thankfully nobody seems to give your trucks a second glance. You reach a quiet street where the quaint suburban houses start to build back up, approaching the multi-story apartment buildings that you're more used to. And everything seems quiet and closed. You begin to wonder if maybe you got the address wrong, but then you find just this unmarked storage unit looking building. It looks like not a storage, more like a shop in a little strip mall that doesn't have anything in it yet. But you trust the door, it's unlocked, and you walk in, and inside this area you can hear soft music. And a man in a suit that looks kind of generically handsome with a very deep tan is sitting there with a satisfied smile on his face. He's flanked by 2 larger, more deeply tanned gentlemen in body armor with very big pistols on their hips. And there's basically the man sitting at a table while his guard behind him. And you walk in and you see that there's this lady pouring 6 glasses of coffee. Then she turns around and leaves at the man's gesture, giving you a great view of a choice ass.
All right.
I'm with it.
Yeah, my character walks forward, but he doesn't extend his hand out because he knows better. And he goes, Mr. Johnson, I presume.
He stands up. Yes, my name is Mr. Johnson. Very
I'll
to
waddle
meet
up and
you.
hold out my hand for a handshake.
You must be MC, right?
I am master of ceremonies, but MC for short. Yes, thank you.
Master computer, I'm heels.
And-
He shakes your hand and he shakes yours. Yes, it came very high. So,
Very good. Not too
how long have you been in this business?
long enough to know that we do not have a lot of time. Would you like to make your offer now?
Oh, come on, please.
Come on, don't
I don't
rush
want
it. He
to.
wants to be
I want
nice.
to be respectful of your time, but there is no need to rush. Take a moment. Try the coffee.
MC is like, coffee really isn't my thing, but I will.
I'll take some coffee.
Yeah, he takes a cup in his hand.
It's real. It's compared to what you're used to.
So this has become Coffee Quest in war crimes and coffee.
Getting some coffee.
Well, see, I come to Seattle because, despite not being able to grow, Seattle has a history with the coffee. Seattleers need their coffee since the time of Starbucks and even beyond. Now, you see, my
Beyond the
friends,
stars.
as you've probably realized by now, there are some marginalized, how you say, fuckers that have taken the supply of coffee and they want to resell. This is unacceptable to me. I want you to go there, take their coffee back, bring it to me. I will pay you per bag, and send a message. Let them know that you cannot just steal from this warehouse and take the coffee with impunity.
How would you like this message sent? I would prefer to write it in fire, personally, but it depends on how loud you like it.
Hang on. If you're going to do the fire, you're going to destroy the dice, probably. Which means no bonus. So you see, I'm willing to pay 10,000 new yen, that's 2,000 per, but 100 new yen per kilogram of coffee that you extract.
Well,
I just got a horrible fucking image because of how our group is of us like pulling up where the coffee is and hijacking a septic truck to suck it all up.
oh no! You're like, it's been sterilized. I hosed it down.
He's out there hosing it on the sidewalk.
So, before we proceed, will you accept this offer?
Oh, I believe I would be able to accept this offer, and I believe our gentleman here would be able to accept this offer.
Huh. Well, you must be really green. You didn't even try to. Okay. All right.
More money, double.
Yeah, we're all new,
No.
so like a 2,000 new yen is like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah,
Great.
Zach pinches the end of his cigarette out between his fingers and lights another one.
Yeah, because after we leave, or after this thing, I'm gonna try to probe this guy and see what I can find.
Okay, so your fixer already did, well, not most, but some of the legwork. Basically, long story short, a bunch of 40 warehouse workers, like Alibaba and the 40 thieves. These guys, they get the shipment and they just run off with it, but they're stupid. They all have real sins, so they're tracked. We know where they are. They're holed up in Regiment, just outside where police goes. So, you don't have to worry about police, but you have to worry about whatever else is in there, in some kind of old building. And he gives you the address.
Well-
So, these guys are very small time, but, they have guns. And the more you wait, the longer there's chance they could just up and leave.
Of course.
And if that happens, you can't track them down. I'm sorry, my friend, the run is off.
Of course. This is why I wished for an expedient transaction. We will get on this immediately. Would anybody else like to chime in on anything before I shake hands with the Johnson?
Yeah. Oh.
I want more ammo.
Okay, are you trying to... What are you trying to say? Are you trying to expense account?
Yes.
Does he have the, how you say... Brain damage.
Yes.
Yeah, Zach just says, too many words have already been spoken.
I see you're a man of action. So are you guys going to go off then? Drop off points. Just bring the cafe over.
Yeah, Zach just goes out to the
Tell
garbage
your
truck and
fixer
fires it
he'll
up.
arrange for a drop off point.
All right.
He's one of those guys that starts a heavy truck by stomping on the gas like 3 or 4 times and then turning it over, so it's just black smoke.
It always grinds,
coal.
changing at a first.
Just and then just start. He's one of those people that shifts angry, you know.
He slams that stick hard.
Well,
Driven
okay.
gas, I don't know there's any other way.
What is synchro mesh? I've read of this in books.
Okay, well, I'll leave you guys to
All right.
professionals after all.
Of course. The best professionals you can afford currently. Very well.
Well, that's why never mind. Just get to it. If you can't do it, tell your fixer.
Blowing it. Get out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say let's get out. But as I'm we're gonna leave, but I want to do like some behind the scenes shifty. Like, let's probe this guy. I want to see what I can get into.
All right, his comlink is running on hidden mode.
Okay, since I'm
Not
close.
publicly displaying their information, but you can try to break into his comlink.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just not you. You can automatically look up his basically.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
break.
well-
I want to try to break into this guy's comlink if I can.
And all you find is porn, but it's all of him, and it's surprisingly tasteful. And then you become like a follower on his like Usenet, and you're like,
I'm like, that's pretty good. What can I say?
All right, are you just gonna try to straight hack this guy's link?
Is there any way I can probe to see like what kind of security measures I'll be going up against?
Oh well, okay, that's different. If you're going to try to probe the build, like if you're going to look up information on the building, that's different than if you're going to look up information on the Johnson.
I'm
So what are
looking
you
up
trying
the
to-
information on the Johnson. Is what I'm trying to do. I'm probing him.
Okay. Oh, you want to probe the build? Okay, so you want to do that by look. Okay, give me a data search check.
Yeah.
Search that data.
Okay, you see that this building is owned by a retailer corp, just like some random retail, and you search around and you find that it's run by it recently made a purchase of coffee from this corporation called, what's a fucking good name here? By Bastos Cafe, which is based out of Metropolis, South.
South what?
So it's based out of Bastos Cafe, which is based out of Metropolis in what used to be Brazil.
Okay. All right.
So that's presumably the corp this guy is working.
All right. Is there any way I can do any kind of like background checks on this guy?
You can try to find out who he is.
Yeah.
If you're going to start. So basically, I imagine you guys are just.
I'm sorry, you cut out right as you said that.
So were you guys just getting in the truck and leaving and driving somewhere while he is just looking up this information?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else have any knowledges, checks, or anything they want to roll to see if they can find out any information about the location?
Do I
I'll use medicine.
do I see MC like doing what he's doing? Would I realize what he's, or would it just like he's fiddling on his?
Depends on whether or not MC would be displaying.
No, I'm not displaying. I'm in like the fucking Matrix thing, doing the hand motions and stuff.
and as you're doing that, someone just puts you on a dolly and takes you away.
Well, that's what happens when you go on VR.
Yeah, I'm in AR, so I can see what people are doing. I walked to the truck with you guys. Yeah, I'm just trying to find out information about this Johnson in particular. Like
Okay.
any known aliases, who he's connected to, what's his name.
Give me another data search check.
Yep.
All right, you had the presence of mind to take a picture of him, so you wasn't running any jammers or anything like that
Yeah.
to prevent you from doing so. So you cross-reference, you image searches, and you find out that he's just some, like, he's not even an executive. He's just like a line manager in Bastos Café. His name is Neto Bonfim Chagas.
All right. And I want to see if I can cross-check that with any known criminal organizations or just organizations in general that we might be able to look up later.
That guy
Okay.
seems very neato.
Well, basically, you already kind of did that, and there's a bunch of corruption charge shit like that. It's fucking Brazil.
Yeah.
There's nothing that seems especially relevant to Seattle organized crime.
All right, and then I just go,
And
well,
you notice that he's literally arrived in Seattle yesterday on the SeaTac. He have his flight and everything.
all right. I just let the group know. Well, it looks like Mr. Johnson here, or Mr. Nito, as his real name is.
Nato.
Neato.
Yeah, well, I know that it's pronounced that way, but my character's going Mr. Nito,
Okay.
As he is, or Chagas is currently just a line manager at a cafe, so nothing we currently have to worry about. He seems
Well,
to
not
be
a cafe, an agribusiness.
okay, an agribusiness.
That
Yeah,
produces coffee, amongst other things.
yeah. So we can just assume that he is just a low man on the totem pole, like the rest of us. Something that we could possibly use to our advantage later. Always good to have these little tidbits of knowledge. And so-
Great. Anyone have any street knowledge or anything they wanted?
What's kind of what are we looking for?
Okay, it's in the Barrens, so if you have any street knowledge, if you have street knowledge, Seattle, if you have any knowledge of gangs, security design, shit like that,
I have gangs, and
you can also, if you also have any contacts that potentially provide the information, you can ask them to do something like
bar owner.
Yeah, that's in Redmond.
Old Jackal could be anywhere.
Yeah, I know, but you can call him.
Yeah, I'll give Jackal a call.
All right. Ring, ring. Let's see if he's available. All right. He picks up. This is Jackal. Hello, Heels.
How you doing, buddy?
Just plotting the next banger.
You gotta
Looks
text
like
me the
you'll be off
location,
duty on
man.
it too.
Hell yeah. You know I'm always down to be there. Anyways, I need some information if you got it, if you're willing. Obviously, probably.
What are
plenty
you
of-
looking for, friend?
What am I looking for again?
There's this. Basically, you have the names of a bunch of guys. Okay, basically, as far as anyone else is
Run them
concerned,
by him.
a new gang appeared out of nowhere, moved into the Barrens, and barricaded a house. You know the location. So you can basically, we'll just say it's on 5th Street and 42nd in the Barrens.
All right, I'll just relay all that information to him.
Yeah, Zach
right.
just drives the truck and smokes purposefully,
Yes.
and he hums songs that nobody knows.
No, you have a tape.
Yes.
You should have like a tape deck, and it's just playing like songs that sound like they've been played 1,000 times. So they're like from the
he's
cassette.
singing along
that's
to
vintage.
Yeah, but he's singing along to like Neil Diamond in Russian. Sweet Caroline.
I think we decided that the music in my truck was Slow Ride by
Leonard
Foghat
Skinner.
on loop.
The tape is stuck. I can't get it out.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hang on, let me just double check how contacts work. All right, using contacts. All right, so you're gonna have them do information. All right, so give me a charisma. Okay, no, that's his thing. All right, so Jackal is going to roll plus his connection rating. All right, so he says he'll ask around, but he would like a favor from you later.
You know I'm good for it.
Yeah,
Not dead.
or some amount of cash. I'll let you know depending on how much of a pain in the ass this is. All right, who else is good? So what's, I don't know, fucking Zach, what are you doing for legwork for this?
Let me look at my
Just drive
contact.
truck?
I am a man of simple skill. But actually, yeah, all I know is a garbage man, and I'm looking through the people I know.
Well, it's like the garbage man might know something.
Yeah,
Or, someone else
he'll call his friend the garbage man.
Your coworker's like, is there a reason you're calling me for Zach?
He goes, I am on way to job, and he says it.
What? You're not scheduled until Wednesday, dude.
He sighs and he goes, extra money, coffee money, keep eyes open.
I could go for some coffee now. Real stuff. Anyway, what do you need, man?
He relays the kind of thing they're doing, and he's looking for any additional information, maybe things he heard,
You're fucking with some game. Oh, all right. Let me see here, because he knows all about the condemned buildings.
Well, I figure on his route, he's probably
no, that's not in his route because that's Redmond. It's like, well, first of all, the basement there is flooded. It used to be a big apartment building, but now there's only 3 floors. Fourth floor is no roof. Its basement's flooded. Scott Brand was looking to buy up and renovate it, but that's not due for maybe a month. I don't know anything else, man.
And he just says, all right, I will give you a taste of the coffee when we see each other next. Please do not tell your sister we spoke.
Well, yeah, I know, man. It's a damn shame.
He goes, yes, and then he hangs up.
All right. Bacon and Letterman.
Letterman's playing around with the whatchamacallit on his jacket that makes it like change different colors or put on patterns.
Yeah,
or
there's
things.
the color changer thing on it.
He's trying to make it look as he's like trying to think at like the gangers that we've seen so far and like what they were wearing and kind of like just trying to create a profile that might pass as like a ganger.
Okay. Well, they were just wearing off the rack gear.
They didn't have anything. They didn't have anything that like a distinctive...
They didn't have any colors icon.
Oh, they didn't even have anything.
Officer Bacon that they're not actual gang. They're not an established gang.
In that case, he's just fucking around with it, and he's just
they're just wage slaves that stole a shipment and want to. And they're going to regret that decision horribly.
He might be trying to make a Scott Brown profile then. Let's see if there's like a realtor jacket.
Give me a data search check to look up information on Scott Brown.
All right.
Scott Brown Realty. You have 1 die.
I have 1 die. And then I also have Gremlins, so I think I immediately fail?
No.
It's just 1.
Just roll.
All right. Okay. Nope.
Yeah, you're not familiar with how this search works, and you don't have anything for like in the hour while everybody's contacting people.
Yeah,
Officer Bacon, what are you going to do to contribute here?
All right. Let's give Ollie a call. Because I didn't work the Redmond area, but maybe he did.
All right.
Ollie a collie.
Yeah, you guys have something in common. You both have a troll partner in a purely professional capacity. All right, Ollie picks up after...
Contact us.
All right. Let's see if Ollie picks up. Because it's like fucking break crack of dawn. Yep. It's Ollie here.
Ollie.
Hey!
How's my favorite giant fucking Asian going?
Jobless. Not sure if I'm going to make rent. Trying to find a side hustle.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Hey, you
did you hear about that shootout at that Stuffer Shack? That was like just a couple blocks. Oh wow, you lucked out then, bro.
Yeah, no, my head's been keeping my head down recently. So.
Okay, well, what's up?
I heard that story that you and another guy got into a fight with a massive troll over in Redmond. Whereabouts was that?
Elaborate. There's a lot of crazy muties all over Redmond. The Star didn't usually go in there. The fucking knights go even less because they're chicken shit. Am I right?
I think you guys had chased him in there, and then he picked up your partner and threw him.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you got assigned to me.
Okay. What can you tell me about Redmond?
Redmond's the Barrens, man. It's not people. It's full of sinless trash.
Hey, my mom was from the Redlands.
Well,
That means you're not wrong.
Critters and shit, and mutants and gangs. Why? Is there like a particular, like somebody stole your stuff?
Nah, I might have a line on some work. If it pans out, I'll give you a hookup on it. But you hear of anybody new moving in the area? Anything pushing the gangs out?
Maybe. Damn, he actually fucking got... yeah, actually, you know what? One of my buddies, he managed to make it on KE. Sell out, but, man's gotta eat. Anyway, he told me about how, like, a bunch of dudes just drove a convoy of step vans into Redmond and shot up a bunch of junkies that were living in this one building and moved in. He said we don't have to worry about it because that's Red Hot Nuke's territory, so they're probably going to blow it up later this week. And they probably already chopped up their van and sold it, so they're probably stranded there. You know about the Red Hot Nukes, right?
Yeah, I believe that's one of the gangs I'm familiar with.
Yeah, they're Redmond only. They're a bunch of crazy door baseball caps, and they like blowing shit up. It's like a religion to them. Anyway, if you're tangling in there, you probably want to, ask permission. They're usually reasonable if you don't piss them off, or if they don't think it would be fun to blow you up.
Well, fair. All right, man. If this pans out anymore, I'll give you a call.
Sure thing, man.
If it's something you're interested in. All right. Stay safe.
Well, okay. Text me the details, I guess. He hangs up. All right. So heals. Jackal calls back about an hour. Says that. Let's see. Legwork note. It's a 20th century building, so there's no natural matrix stuff, but there's a node set up there, which means that some dudes have just set one up there, probably by just putting disposable comlinks in trash cans and shit.
Alright.
He prefers you to a Red Hot Nukes guy that you can bribe so he doesn't fuck with you. Or, maybe trade for bombs. And he says, oh yeah, there's like at least a couple dozen people in that building.
Oh. I don't think that matters.
Okay.
Alright, Jackal, let me know what you need. I'll talk to you later.
I'll let you know later.
Oh, Jackal, wait, do you have any line on psych?
Well, yeah, man, of course I do. Why, do you need to hook up?
Yeah. I'll see you when I see you. Just have some ready.
Okay. All right, don't tweak out in the streets.
That's all I do.
He's like, too late. He starts screaming.
All right, so let me bring up a map of what the building looks like. So this is you get some like maps. Like,
Oh, hey, it's my old hometown.
yeah. So this
My
is the
mom
target.
lives right
This is the
there.
target building.
Fun times in Cleveland again.
To Cleveland. So that's a target, and the surrounding buildings are uninhabited. But this one has Red Hot Nukes living in there, according to the intel you have so far.
Red Hot Nuke sounds like, those like packaged hot tamale hot dog kind of things.
Yes.
No, I think that Red Hot Nukes is like a Tejano Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band.
They're all dads, and they're like dads in their mid 40s.
I didn't make them up. They're a canon Shadowrun gang.
I'm thinking like those warhead candies, but like slightly hotter.
Okay,
warheads.
so how are you fuckers going to go about this?
All right. Well, can I probe for some nodes?
Okay, well, you're going to have to get kind of... Well, what's the signal rating on your fucking motherfucking?
Do I have a parabolic dish I carry around with me?
No, you can get satellite uplinks where it's like you just put them
More
there and
antenna
then you
in
can
your
have,
ears.
like you can just like put a satellite uplink and then you can just have it away from a world. Let's see, you have signal rating 3, so that's what
Yeah, no problem, man. You have a good night.
signal rating.
Signal rating.
Yeah, that's you're not going to be able to do it from stand.
All right.
That's a range of like.
I'm going to assume you said 40 meters.
400.
400. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're going to have to actually drive down into.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? Would you guys like? We have plans.
Did one of the contacts say that it'd be a good idea to make contact with the red hot nukes and ask permission to operate on there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. Who would like to make the contact? I could make the contact since I have a high charisma. Probably negotiate with them.
They're also dwarfs, though.
Dwarves don't specifically hate elves in this setting. It's
right.
just an individual.
All right.
Like Zek.
Well, who knows gangs best?
Zek.
Zek
Yeah.
knows the gangs. You might want to talk
And
to
know
the gangs
of
for
gangs.
us.
Yeah, Zek would probably be the best choice then.
No, actually, Zek has syndicate knowledge, not gang knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, he knows organized crime. These guys are plebs.
No.
The Officer Bacon knows about the gangs the most because he's booked quite a few of them.
Yeah, I've got 5 in general and 7 in downtown.
But then he also.
But this is an etiquette check, not let's check.
And he
to
also
deal with these
he also
or
looks,
negotiate.
he also looks like a cop right now, right?
Kind of.
I'm wearing stolen police armor with duct tape over the badges.
Yeah, probably,
Yeah, so I mean that could be anyone.
probably not a great look for. Well,
in the Barons, it's like, oh, it's Gavin.
yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Zek only knows organizatia. He does not know these people.
Well, he knows Yakuza, Triad.
the organizatia, the organized crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, my character knows organized crime too, but it's not probably as in depth as yours.
Zek sees crime as a team sport, and he plays in the major league.
My dude's a professional in alcohol.
Mine too.
If it's
Mine's just really, really poor.
if it's etiquette, then it's probably MC then.
How much of that dog food has he eaten?
I'm like halfway through the bag, I think.
So he's just
Holy
like,
shit.
he's like, guys, it makes its own gravy, and you get crunching.
Like, if you- he's like,
So you've been eating this dog food while you're
Just like,
ridiculous.
a handful
Like
every now and again,
popcorn.
like peanuts.
you're like, I don't
Well,
know.
hang
If
on, Officer Bacon. Do you want to tell them about this Toyota Gopher? Because it's really pimped out.
Yeah, I'm driving the nicest Toyota Hilux this country's ever seen.
And it's got General Lee decals all.
Yeah, multi-fuel engine, winch, searchlight, an extra fuel tank, a weapon mount, with a smuggling compartment holding a... What did we wind up going with?
No, it's holding your battle rifle.
Yeah, the Ares 8VBR, or HVBR, which is just absurdly upgraded in and of itself. I can't afford rent, and I'm $7,500 in debt, but I have an $80,000 truck.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, that's the reason my girlfriend left me.
You sound like a country
Well, not
music
because
song.
it's got all this fucking distasteful Confederate stuff, and you love that truck more than you loved her.
Yeah, I refused to sell it when I lost my job.
I just think it's funny that you have a truck that's so expensive that you're gonna have to wreck the truck to make the payment.
The name of the truck is General
That's why
Lee.
he's Shadowrunning, chummer.
Yeah. Well, did I ever tell you guys about Pa's moonshining submarine accident?
All right. So, how are you going to approach the Red Hot Nukes? Are you going to drive? Are you going to means of transportation?
Does Bacon know like what the proper protocol would be for something like this?
Walk up. Don't have guns in your hand. Hope they don't shoot you. Say you want to talk.
Zek is gonna call the cop because he recognizes someone else who is, and since he's a former cop, a disgraced cop, Zek can actually talk to him. Otherwise, he wasn't going at all, or even acknowledge his presence, because that would break the rules. He's going to call the cop, and he goes, "If things go bad, check the side toolbox to the truck. I have a flamethrower."
You see, you have so much in common. Both concealing highly illegal, crime, inhumane weapons in your trucks.
Everything I own has explosive rounds.
Well, I just think it'd be funny if they're like, "Hey, it's the garbage guys," and then flamethrower, and they're like, "Oh god, it's the garbage guys."
All right, so that doesn't answer my question though. How are you gonna drive into the Barrens? Because it's 5 a.m. right now. The sun is starting to come up.
Ooh. I figured where we were was where we were, but
no, you're in Renton. You're in one of the generic residential areas.
All right. Yeah, I would drive up to the Red Hot Nukes and.
All right, so you drive into Redmond.
Yep.
Sprawling urban decay envelops you. On your way there, let's see, are you mounting anything on your truck mount, Officer Bacon?
Sure, why not? Cops aren't out here.
Okay, so describe it.
All right, so I've got a pintle mount in the back of this Hilux. Or, excuse me, it's a Gopher. And
Hilux.
it is it's a Toyota Hilux. Got the Ares HVBR mounted on it, not pointed at anything particular, but ready in the event that there's trouble. And it's got the ammo drum mounted. It's a smart gun system with thermographic imaging scope.
Yeah, the Russian doesn't want to use the flamethrower because it would damage the coffee.
Well, this is just to get to the Barrens, dude, because you're probably going to get into a fight on the way there, unless you're displaying serious firepower.
Well, can I put the flamethrower and have the tank in the passenger seat and the nozzle on my lap? So if someone pulls up, I can just give them a drive-by flamethrower.
All right, are you okay? Hang on. So are you going to convoy this?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going
Or
to
do we
convoy.
just want everybody hanging off like Mad Max?
I mean, it
Shiny
is.
and Crow.
You'll fit in.
Yeah, I want to have my one pistol ready, and and I'm ready to fight in a case I have to.
He's got the pistol up, but he's pointing at it with his other hand to draw attention to it.
And nodding continuously.
Okay, arrange yourselves in the vehicle so I know who's in what vehicle.
Okay. Well, I know that I'm not going to be in the Russian's vehicle, so I'm going to have to sit with you, Bacon.
Oh yeah, no, the Russian would have a gas accident.
Yeah, he's going to be in the truck with you, and basically he just goes, "I have a feeling that man does not like me."
All right, I'm driving, so I guess I need somebody on the pintle.
Letterman, you're pretty good at automatics.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to actually operate the firearm that's going to be good at it.
All right, yeah, I'll sit up there and...
Remember, you're a moving target.
shoot first, ask questions, never.
There's no armor on a pintle mount.
This doesn't really
I'm
seem like my thing.
I'm pretty decently armored, just being me, so be all right.
Also, somewhere around here, I've got Willie Pete grenades. It all goes sideways.
All right, heels. All right, you got to bounce, or are you gonna? Yeah. Okay. Shit. All right, heels needs to bounce. I think you might have already left.
No, I was going to say, if you guys want, we can just stop here, and then we can come back to it.
Up to you guys. I'm willing to keep going.
I think it's good for tonight.
All right,
That'll be good. I mean, we were about to convoy into some action. We did our first milk run. We finished food fight. We crushed some things.
All right.
Yeah.
But next run is not going to be next week because
Christmas.
next run will be in 2020.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Be in 2020.
Yeah, by the way,
You're
Tex,
in the future.
Playing Shadowrun and
Tex, I'll be in Colorado from the 21st to the 29th, so I got nothing. I can't do Star Trek or anything.
It's okay. We'll sort something out.
Is
got
that
it.
tomorrow? You can't be here for Star Trek?
Oh, I could be here tomorrow. I leave the 22nd.
Okay.
Well, we'll just say that Orion is like in a day spa, but it's an Orion spa, so it's like a month spa.
Oh, man.
Well, I'll be here for tomorrow, but next week you guys
Alright.
can do whatever.
So
Alright.
now you know. Now you guys in general know what the structure of the Shadowrun is like and what you should be doing. You should be able to start coming up with your own ideas of your own initiative.
Okay, you have
I'm
to
gonna be
admit,
suggesting less. Yeah,
for
no,
Rusty-
the first session it's fine. I'm not complaining.
but you have to admit, for first-time people, we've got a style going, and
Yes, you
we're
do.
basically
it's you're horrible people.
Oh, crow.
Yeah.
So Haunted Exile made a whole bunch of like subscriber icons, which are toilets for you if you want them.
Oh, yeah. I'll fucking take them. Shit.
Yeah,
I'll,
we
I'll
get
send them to you.
I don't,
Yeah,
know how,
we-
I don't know how to add them in, but I'll figure it out.
You also could probably ask for emotes. I mean, you have enough subs to get some kind of emotes on Twitch.
I'm sure. I never mess with those settings because I just... I open up the panel, I'm like, okay, everything's working, and then I close it.
Just do 12 faces of text. And you'll...
no one.
I have
needs to
all
see.
the faces you need.
No one needs to see text.
We'll have Cobalt Doctor them some.
Yeah,
No.
I don't want to wake up in,
The
in the
only
back
face
of a truck.
text that I'm willing to show, even this audience, the only face I'm willing to show is one that has been drawn.
Yeah, I have, and you might get a chance to see that. But yeah, tomorrow we'll.
Haunted Exile actually could walk you through how to upload them too.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll set up a more detailed map of the location to and start planning avenues of entrance and stuff like that.
Okay, that'll be cool. For tomorrow, everybody. It sounded like everybody wanted to start a little bit earlier, so maybe like 7 would be good, or 7:30. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
So I could tell the
I'm
stream.
I have my own game then. So see you guys.
See it.
Bye.
Yeah.
So remember, shoot straight,
I
conserve
get
ammo,
off work at
Don't
5.
deal with
Never.
dragons.
cut a deal with a dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, I get off work at 5 p.m., which is 7 p.m. your time. So I get home in about half an hour. I could start as early as 7:30, but I'd probably say 8
Okay, 8's good.
instead of 8:30. Give us an extra half hour.
Yeah.
Because
8's
9's kind of my limit because I have to get up at 3 a.m. the next day.
I understand.
All right. I just put it in the courtesy flesh chat. That'll be Zach's theme.
All right, that sounds good to me. Yeah, tomorrow we'll start at 8 p.m. Eastern time and go from there. Outside of that, I really enjoyed playing this game. I appreciate you guys for coming.
The spam happening right now.
The spam. Oh, that's on our thing.
Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the toilet icon for your sub icon.
All right, I will add those in.
The BPL has 3D modelers now.
3D.
Haunted Exile just wants to get free gifts for it.
Most excellent. All right.
Anyways, I gotta go shower and head to bed. Thanks for the game.
Yep.
Yep. See ya.
All right. That's it for us. I'm going to go ahead and sign us out of here. With all that said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Oh, boy. Anyway, have a good night, guys, and see you tomorrow.
The secret BPL Discord.